said, they got some hot bitches on Fox News.
Yes, they did.
Is that the Fox News channel? Yeah.
Yeah, the network.
Yeah.
That one especially.
Well, they got a couple of blondes. They've got one blonde that's like a reporter special thingy chick. Mm-hmm. She looks like a cross between Cameron Diaz and... Who did we say yesterday, Eddie?
Meg Ryan-ish?
No. It was like a perfect mix, too. There's another hot blonde on there with nice poofy lips.
They know what they're doing.
I'm just so glad that hot chicks can read. Because if they couldn't, we'd have to look at fat women. Every channel would have Linda Ellerby reading the news.
Oh, eek.
They like leaving it on Fox News now, whether we get news. Do you know they beat them in CNN in the ratings?
No.
Oh, no, MSNBC.
Oh, okay. There's another one.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. Brenda Butner.
Yeah.
She's a host of some show in there. She could use a nose job. But look, she's kind of wearing something low cut.
Yeah.
Those lips. Open up those lips, baby, and let me just face.
Okay, well.
There's Bob Barker.
No.
Who is that?
I don't know.
That's Ted Turner. Never mind.
Oh, was it?
Cameron Diaz and who?
I don't remember. If I can see her face, I would remember.
Yeah. That doesn't matter. What's the status on Jolene DeVito, Dan? Is she coming up?
I have gotten nothing further from Kathleen.
Did we get the warm fuzzy pictures from the crippled kid?
One, but it's not warm nor is it fuzzy.
What is it?
It's just a picture of him sitting with his sister.
No. I gave a whole list of pictures that I wanted from them so we could send a TXCN going, hey, if you want to do a story on this kid, look at this pathetic kid that we are going to get a bicycle and give him mobility.
Right. So I
Did he look happy in the picture?
Yeah, he looks happy.
No.
So I resent the list and I added a few.
What did you add? Is the mailbox one still in there?
That's pathetic.
It's on the list.
That's pathetic.
That's absolutely...
A crippled kid laying at the mailbox, looking
out front,
sad.
Looking down, or actually laying on his stomach, and looking up in eager anticipation of his bike arriving.
You are...
Of course, in pain.
Yes. Hell.
Actually reaching up with one hand towards the mailbox.
Hell. Straight to hell.
Why?
You're using a crippled child to get sex.
Yes.
You're right.
I will now accept my Genius Award.
You're right.
From the Academy. Thank you.
I don't see anything wrong with it at all.
What other things did you add?
I just added two. I added one of him with a picture of him with a pet.
A crippled pet. Yeah. Oh, even better. Get a cat or something, break all its legs.
Just swing by and just break the dog's legs. Just in case.
So they both are crippled there on the floor. And we order a little dog bike to go on it.
And I added asked for a picture of him watching other children play.
Oh, even better. No. On bicycles.
No. Him in his wheelchair.
They're popping wheelies.
And he's looking out the window at the other children at play.
Y'all are sick.
With his paralyzed dog.
That you paralyzed.
No.
Well.
Eddie's got the weekend free.
So sad.
That way it would be nothing more pathetic than a crippled child and his crippled pet. How could they turn that story down? They'd probably let me, the people over at Channel 38, TXCM, would probably let me bang everybody over there to do the story, including that weather guy with the great big eyebrows.
Yeah.
They really need to take him off. It's just too distracting. Because they use a lot of the people from TXCN from the weekdays as the weekend hosts on Channel 8 because it's all below.
That's how I saw the chick with the big eyes.
Oh, that's right.
On 8 on the weekend. Yeah.
That's fun, isn't it?
It didn't take me half a second to go back to one. From across the room, I went, oh, Jesus.
Even the TV tube bugged out a little. What news story did she read?
I don't have any idea.
Not a clue.
You just knew whatever it was bad.
Yeah.
But that weather guy, with the great big eyebrows, looks like he got drunk and fell face forward into the toilet and two dookies stuck on his head. They should tell him to pluck that or shave it or at least put a leash around him.
You'd think somebody would modify his behavior.
Or some bows.
I know over at 5 they have consultants that tell people from time to time what to wear, what to do, how to trim up.
How come they haven't spent any time with Scott Chesner?
They have. Scott looks great on camera.
That's as good as it's going to get.
Scott looks fine on camera. They talk about clothing and colors. And
how come they don't say anything to that Rebecca Miller?
They do.
What do they say? What have they said?
Nothing.
How do you know these things?
I talk to people. I know people that work there.
Yeah.
And they just.
And what do they tell the Rebecca Miller?
They have consultants that come in and say certain colors are best and certain looks are right. Don't ever stand sideways. You know, they just tell people they get.
Possibly they could tell her to spit out the Krispy Kreme. That's one Krispy Kreme you don't swallow. Just look at her. Walk by her when she's doing the weather and go, "Hey, quit, Rebecca."
She actually gets a lot of fan mail.
From flounders.
Guys. From guys. that was a reach.
Yeah. Who didn't get that one? Fan mail from some flounder? Dan? Ian?
I got it.
Well, I got it.
All right, all 4 of us got it. Shut up, that wasn't an Everett phrase.
Okay.
It's not that hard. Walk by and just go, Becky.
Love it. She's a very nice person and very highly rated.
Heavily rated.
Highly rated. Well, those are our friends over there. Stop.
That's why we talk about them. We only talk about our friends.
Okay.
And people we hate.
Yeah. So.
Where were we?
News people you want to bang.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a crippled kid.
Yeah.
Using crippled children basically to get sex.
That's nothing short of it. That is not. I hate to even bring any of this up. I have fought this Messiah moniker for a long time.
Yeah.
I'm starting to embrace it. Because that's really nothing short of genius. Because it's got both sides. It's got the sex aspect to appeal to the guys.
Yes.
Because I'm trying to get laid.
Yeah.
And it's got the warm fuzzy aspect because you got the crip. That's a blend you're not going to find on any other show.
You've got a point. Can't see Mark Davis doing that.
Maybe he could give a crippled kid some foundation repair.
No.
Free foundation repair?
They don't need it.
Go ahead, Charlie. You're on the air.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah?
Did you call into Bo's show this morning?
Yeah, I let the phone ring for I was working on the computer. I let it ring for about 5-10 minutes. I didn't get anything.
He's about like y'all's midday show then, huh?
Was that a slam?
Yeah, that was a show.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Okay.
No, I thought about it about, I guess it was about 8:40.
Mm-hmm. Did you flip it on? Was it?
No, I didn't hear it. No. I'm sure it's a totally revamped Bo Roberts show.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure there's absolutely nothing there from the past. Mm-hmm. Probably the time that he was off, totally revamped it.
Yes.
Probably brought it more up to date.
Sure.
Like up to, I brought it up to like 92, 93.
Stop it.
What, Daniel?
Those are good guys.
What? We're not making fun of it. We just pitched a show.
I know.
I listened this morning.
Yeah.
Same show.
Yeah.
It worked before. He was getting good ratings.
Yeah.
He got some new people, but...
Who do you add?
I don't know everybody's name yet. Nikki, who is doing the news and weather.
Okay.
Traffic and weather.
Yeah.
They named her Poon something. Oh, Poo Nanny.
That's ours. What else did Bo steal?
Well, he made, and this is just a natural thing to do, made a lot of references to Tom Sure.
Well, you have to, because he's an ass.
Yeah. Then the mole thing, so they did a bunch of mole jokes.
I don't think he ever mentioned his mole before.
Mm-mm.
That's okay. Bo can have that.
Yeah.
I don't mind pounding Sure from both sides of his neck.
No. And then, a lot of stuff we're familiar with.
Professor B. Boogie.
Yeah.
Barbecue
like
Bomb. Ninja.
I didn't do all of them yet, but he will by the end of the week. And he's got a new guy with him named David something. I don't know the new people.
Sounds very dynamic.
Yeah.
Well, it's fun to hear him again.
It's Susquehanna owns that, right?
Whoever owns the ticket.
Yes. That's okay. Got it.
We wish him luck.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Robert.
Just wondering if JD got everything cleared up with the ad people about the stuff that was not appearing on 105.3.
Did you get your money from the other radio
I haven't
station?
got the money yet.
Did you turn in an
I
invoice?
heard him no less than 4 times this morning listening to Bo doing the New Hope ad.
Awesome. Good. Good enough.
I thought it was New Help.
New
Hope.
whatever it is.
New Help.
Which is it?
It's New Help.
New Help.
Even Robert thought it was New Hope. Did you?
Yeah, but I don't pay attention to their ads that much.
Oh.
I just recognized JD's voice and went, what channel am I on?
That's probably the best thing that they could be doing right now is, a long commercial break, and then you think you hear a recognizable voice, and you leave it there.
Right.
Hey, SKYNG, I'll leave it there.
All of his people came from Clear Channel. Bose did.
Really?
His producer was with Mix. One of his sidekicks came from the Eagle. It's people that he rated from Clear Channel.
Good.
So.
All right. Thanks, Robert.
Still no Jim.
No. Somebody sent me an email today that said, oh, my God, Rich Barra's on the show with him. So there must be somebody that sounds like Barra, but it's not. All right. Ready to start with news?
If you'd like. Here's the audio.
What is it, Rick?
Hey, Russ, you were talking yesterday about having a sweating problem and wondering about a surgery.
Yeah.
Well, I know what it's called because we did one today.
You did one?
Well, I wasn't involved in it, but our hospital did one.
Oh.
I work in an OR.
How long does it take?
I think it took them about an hour.
And what do? They actually open up your armpits?
Yeah, it's called a thoracic sympathectomy, and they go in below your armpit, I believe, and just cut some. I don't know what he did.
Okay.
I never heard of it before until today. It was kind of funny because everybody here listens to your show. So it was like one on the schedule. We're like, we're all going to race to call Russ.
So he's getting their armpits scooped out.
So it's an actual surgery because a guy had his armpits sweat too much.
Guy from Channel 5, I don't know what he does over there, but his email was something at NBC5.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah?
Sent all the information on it. He said insurance covers that.
Yeah, I think so.
$6,500
But I know he's doing it,
copay.
and it's a very reputable doctor.
I just wonder what happens to the rest of your body. Something's freaky got it, because that sweat's got to go someplace else. Because I'm sure that I sweat a lot because my metabolism's high.
Right.
So that's not going to slow down. So the sweat's got to come out someplace else.
Fluid's going to go someplace.
Yeah, I'm almost okay with that.
You're going to back up.
Just the armpits. I don't care. It could come out every other orifice. I don't mind. Thanks, Rick.
Do you sweat anywhere else? Or just the armpits?
That's it.
So that water's got to go somewhere. Are you going to back up?
No, I got other sweat glands.
Okay. What?
I did.
Oh, quite aware that you do.
You enjoyed a few of them.
No, I have not.
Yes, you did.
No, I have not. Amen. Ever.
You got any Andrea Yates stuff in there?
No. It's just like, I look at it, it's like the top of every story, but what else can you say?
Who's got today's paper? I left mine at home.
It's in the office.
Oh. There's a story about, Eddie, do you mind? No. Trying to think of everything that I read. It was the front page of today's Dallas Morning News. Do you have it, Daniel?
No, I don't. I left mine downstairs as well, and I was already kicking myself because I knew you were going to want to talk about it right away.
What was it at the end of the show yesterday, what was it you were talking about the jury? Because I didn't see anything on CNN about it.
Okay, this was on Court TV, and it was just a brief blurb. They do little Court TV bits.
Like skits?
Well, no, wrap-ups of other trials that are going on. And they were showing little parts of Wednesday's testimony when Russell Yates was talking about all the horrible things that his wife has had to go through with her mental illness.
Oh, another picture we could take with the little crippled kid is maybe sitting at the table, falling over on the side, and Kool-Aid all over the place. And it's like his TV dinner on his neck.
No. That's enough. That's enough.
Write that one down.
I like that one.
Yeah. There's just something about a little kid flipping over with his Kool-Aid.
No.
Well, he tumped over.
Yeah.
He's got no balance from the lower half, so
That's what happened.
So he reached too far at the table and,
Mommy, can I have some of that? Hand me that. Bitch. Ouch. So that's what we want, a picture of him, flipped over, Kool-Aid spilled.
They're going to have to set this up. They're going to throw the child on the floor and then dump food on him. Is that what you want?
Yeah. They can let it cool down. have the Kool-Aid down, have the TV dinner on him, and his little WWF TV tray laying next to him. And the crippled dog looking at the food.
The dog can't get to it. He's crippled.
How do you sleep?
Come on, JD, jump in.
How do you sleep?
Come on in the septic tank. It's fine.
No.
Water. Come on, the dookie's warm. Come on in.
You guys, to hell together in the basket. Go ahead.
All right, so the jury what?
And the jury was, he was obviously, the commentators were saying that he was obviously making a connection with the jury, and they showed just a quick clip of jury members dabbing at their eyes because...
What did I tell you when this whole thing started?
Through to him.
Thank you, Eddie.
I know. I didn't think you were right at first, but damn if it's not happening.
The whole thing with having to live in a converted bus for a while.
Whose fault is that?
All the trials and travails his wife has gone through, and her life has been so hard.
Dan said this the other day. Dan thinks he did that whole bus thing to push her over the edge, purposely.
I never thought about that.
Cramming her in there with all those kids.
Did they not have any money? What does he do for a living?
NASA. Worked for NASA.
Well, so they had money.
Yes.
No, he was just super controlling. I think he wanted to be rid of her and rid of the kids, and this is a way to get a lot of attention for himself, not her, attention for himself, and make a lot of money in the process, get free of everyone and everything, get public opinion and sympathy, make a buttload of money.
How could he have seen the outcome, though, really?
I don't think
he's been with her for years. He knew which buttons to push and which directions to push her in.
I don't think he's getting the public sympathy the way he's going.
A lot of people are feeling bad for him and for her now.
I'm going to strangle him too.
Yeah.
So do I.
Yeah, every time I see him surrounded by media, you just want to punch him.
The women's groups are behind them.
Of course they are. And you know, if you flipped it around, and I'm sure everybody else has talked about this, if you flipped it around and Russell Yates was at home and his wife went to work and he was all medicated and drowned those 5 kids, this thing would have been over by now.
No. You have the exact same situation happening with the Battaglia. In reverse.
Yeah.
It's the guy. And there's no men's groups going, well, he was...
That's because we know better. We're not that stupid. There's something about chicks that just want to stick up for other chicks because it's some kind of nut cluster of nuts. Yeah, nobody's standing behind Battaglia. Cluster of... That's what I was wanting to say.
But same letters, kind of just rearranged.
Yeah. That's actually the perfect collective term for a cluster of... Thank you. You ever hear guys defending, other murderers?
Yeah.
Well, maybe O.J.
No, nobody defended O.J.
Yeah, well, now
nobody. Why?
Look at it, you go, well, maybe.
No. Nobody defended O.J.
All right.
Unless they were paid to.
Nobody. Yeah, I'm saying no right-thinking person.
I know, nobody came out and jumped on O.J.'s side. Till recently. Let me see. Look at the story here. Hold on. I like the way that he goes through and explains all the problems that they had. Husband testifies she was allowed 3 hours a week without her kids. Lived by a rigid schedule. Let's see. Andrea lived by a rigid schedule as a housekeeper and teacher and was allowed 3 hours each week to do whatever she wanted alone without her children. Now I'm reading in quotes. Man's the breadwinner and the woman's the homemaker, Mr. Yates said Thursday during the trial. Proudly says, I like this part.
Okay.
While he talked proudly of the couple's decision to toe a higher ethical line based on biblical teachings and lessons gleaned from a conservative newsletter called Perilous Times. See, they took the high road. And drowned their effing kids!
Yeah, I missed that chapter in the book.
You could throw Jesus all in it. You could wrap yourself in Jesus candles and sit there on the stand, wear a Jesus mask and a Jesus hat.
Jesus.
Back yourself up with the Jordanaires.
Yes.
Get it?
I got it. It's good.
See, King?
All right, King. Jordanaires.
And that's not going to help you in this situation. You could say we lived a religious life and we were trying to live above, what society is. Yeah. Thus naming our kids, all biblical names.
Yeah, they're all.
5 kids. Clean consumption. Mr. Yates coincidentally painted a picture for jurors of a bleak life. Bereft? The hell does that mean?
Bereft.
Like breathing.
bereft of any outlet. No, that's not right.
Without.
Yeah. I use bereft.
Why don't you just say without?
Because it's a staff writer for the morning news. I'm going to move up to the New York thingy.
He knows bereft. Bring him to New York.
For no leave off. That's,
bereft.
Thank you. Mr. Yates, 37, told the jury that he and his wife agreed before their wedding in 93 to a traditional marriage where you drown your kids, in which he would serve as the sole breadwinner and she would be the homemaker. Now, here's the other thing, is what do we care that she only had 3 hours a week to herself? What does it have to do with all of this? No. Did we tell her to go in, spread her legs every year or so and have kids? Mm-hmm. If you don't have any free time, that was by your own choice. Nobody told you to have those kids. It's not like you were sitting in the house and somebody opened the door and went, hey, take these kids. We'll be back in about 18 years. And get off that girl. Okay. These excuses, this bitching and moaning stuff.
Nice reference.
The what?
And,
this bitching and moaning stuff doesn't work.
No, well, it's working on the jury, unfortunately, as Dan said, because they're showing the jurors just crying. You're right. If you told me this when this first went down, I thought you were out of your mind. But I'm watching it happen.
Well, this is an angle I didn't count on, that the husband would get up there and make them feel sorry
for her,
for a woman that drowned 5 kids. And they're showing videos of the family all happy together, and here are pictures.
He's doing it.
Hold on.
Somehow he's pulling it off.
Yes, hello?
Yeah, I was just wondering, if that Yates guy, how much life insurance he collected on his kids?
I don't know.
I believe when someone's murdered, you don't get anything.
Pardon?
I don't believe you get anything.
No. Maybe you don't get nothing.
I don't know. Eddie,
you know how it works? Eddie, of all people, hold on, we must check with our expert. Eddie, how does it work when you murder someone?
You can get the life insurance. She couldn't collect it, but he could. But I don't believe that they had any on the children. I think that they had a minimum amount of medical insurance that NASA was providing.
Yeah. Well, he'll make his cash on the movie deal.
Well, plus that would look too suspicious. Oh, if there was a bunch of insurance on the kids.
Right.
Especially since I think he's in on it. And after all the problems, was there anything else as you go into the paper? There was something else in here. I really should start cutting these articles out. Like that would be too slick. I'd have to listen to me read the paper. Let's see. Yes, I will felt criticized. Was when pressure. Dan may be right about trying to push her over the edge. Mrs. Wilcott, who I have no idea who that is, said Mrs. Yates felt criticized for the way that she ran the household. You know who Wilcott is, Dan?
It's a neighbor friend.
Okay. Mrs. Wilcott said Mrs. Yates told her that her husband brought her a book on how to get organized. And Drowning for Dummies.
No.
When pressure from raising their children appeared to be getting to Mrs. Yates, she could always look forward to Thursdays. 6 to 9 is when Thursday nights is what she'd have to herself. See if there's anything else. That was the biggest thing. She didn't have much time to herself. She wanted those kids. She was having those kids. Nobody told her to squat those things out.
Well, he was super controlling and made all of her decisions for her. And he's the one that decided, of course, you only get from 6 to 9 on Thursdays off from the children. You're the homemaker. You must do what I say when I say it.
That's right. She had the kids.
There's mothers that don't get that much. They don't get Thursdays from 6 to 9. They work all week, and they take care of the kids when they get home.
That's part of being a parent. Yeah. You don't just go, well...
Does Laura get 6 to 9 Thursdays off from the kids?
Well, we give each other time off from the kids.
Exactly.
I take care of Will, and
she goes out and just, what?
Spends money?
She goes out and spends money.
Spends money, buys cat boxes.
I got you.
What, Eddie?
I was going to say, do you think that she actually killed the kids to get back at him, and now they're just copping the insanity plea?
I still think it was a collaborative venture.
He seems just like a total doof. I mean, just... the few interviews I've seen with him and stuff, ignoring the gag order when they gave him the gag order, and he just went out on TV and says, well, they told me not to talk about this, but hey, here you go. I mean, he seems like an idiot, and maybe he just pushed her.
So he's not then a mastermind, because if he's smart, then he's the mastermind of all this. If he's a doof...
I think he's a total doof, and she killed the kids to get back at him because of the way he's treating, you're running the house, yeah. You take care of the kids, I go out and do all my stuff I want to do.
Whatever. He's not being charged of anything. He's going to walk away with this deal scot-free, and a movie deal, and a book deal. Millions he'll make on this.
She was under a lot of pressure. idiots chose that lifestyle. Anything else? And I can't believe that it's... you know what they should do? Because they're so... I'll be damned.
What now?
Dan!
Yes?
Get me the prosecutors in the Yates trial in Houston.
They're busy.
Because I haven't heard anybody do this. I don't know if it's legal, but they damn well need to do this. Because they've been letting Russell Yates on the stand, telling how wonderful things were and how loving of a mother she was, till she found her 5 kids, how loving of a mother she was, and showing the Christmas pictures and videos and all the other stuff. Here's what they need to do before that jury absolutely loses its collective mind. I bet there's a bunch of chicks on that damn thing.
I think it's 9 and 3.
9 chicks, 3 guys?
Yeah, I believe that.
We're effed. They're going to cut her loose. Mm-hmm. I'm even more convinced now. What they need to do is have the prosecutor... You have them on the phone yet?
No. He's got to get them on the phone.
It's the same time zone. It won't take that long.
They're busy. They're doing something.
They need to take and recreate the drowning process. And just totally take the scientific evidence or the forensic evidence that they have and have them actually just recreate it. Show her going step by step, chasing the kids through the house, use mannequins, sit there and hold them underwater, and let the jury see that.
Well, it won't be the same.
They do recreations in court all the time.
Well, why would that
won't be
to show the impact? Yes,
because you're talking about mannequins. Mannequins aren't screaming "Mama, Mama."
Fill them with cats. What? Take each mannequin and fill it with a bunch of cats. So when you're holding them underwater, they fight back. Okay. Jesus Christ, do I have to think of everything?
You know, I was with you up until the cats.
Yeah, okay. No, I don't think it's going to be the same.
Or take some homeless kids.
No.
Just even if you took mannequins.
That's still not going to be the same impact.
Well, I mean, you could take it.
Because what he's doing is he's doing this. He's painting this picture in these people's minds.
But you have got to take something to fight that image.
I know, but I'm saying a mannequin, they're going to do it. Recreation, dramatization, it's not going to be...
Well, they have the computer graphic thing now where they could actually take a picture of each one of the kids and a picture of her, and they can make a computer movie and have her drowning the kids with them thrashing and screaming.
They do it all the time.
They do it constantly.
And the computer animation just, you know...
It looks real. Looks like you're watching a movie.
Could they throw in cats?
Oh, yeah.
Cat. Quit it.
What?
Nothing. Stop with the cats. But seriously.
You can't tell me that would at least help fight this happy image that Bonehead is painting to the jury. She was a good mother.
If it was real enough, it would.
Because what they're doing is they're taking that jury from reality, where we are right now, and gradually taking them step by step away from the heinous act that's happened.
Yeah, you're right. And the picture he's painting in their heads is real, and the deaths and drama.
Because that's current.
Yeah, and they're not.
They see him, they see the pictures, they see what's being presented in front of them.
The happy pictures, all the videos.
Now, have they showed them the pictures of the kids
after they
dead?
Yeah.
Yeah. They need to show those every day. I'm telling you, this recreation... Do you have them yet, Dan? Prosecutors?
They're not going to get on.
Why?
They're just not. They're busy. They're lawyers.
Dan can get
Rick James.
Rick James. You can damn well get me the prosecutors for the Andrea Yates.
Rick was sick and not busy. These guys are busy. You're not going to get it.
I think the recreation's the way to go.
You're right.
And show it every single day. Just about the time they start tearing up, you bring out the mannequins with cats.
No.
It's another name for an alternative rock band. Mannequins with cats.
Yeah. Makes no sense. But it's funny.
Now, Dave?
I don't have them yet, no.
Fine. Get me Rick James again. I'll tell him.
And he'll listen.
What else are they going to do?
Nothing. But you're right, yeah. They need to paint it into some kind of reality. Yeah, otherwise, if she walks.
Oh, she will. There'll be a minimal amount. I'm telling you, you're right. That's the new precedent.
That just sets a precedent.
As soon as we heard of the first set of family forgetting about their kid and letting them bake in the car.
That was here in Dallas.
Yeah.
They no-billed that lady.
How many times has it happened so far now? That you've heard at least 3 times.
Yeah, at least.
Well, I told you, that's the new fad. Now this is going to be the Andrea Yates fad. So you're wigged out? You got the post-portal depression?
Postpartum.
I think it's the same thing. You're on pills and you're sick. You drown your kids. This whole nutbag thing doesn't float. I can see wigging out and maybe whacking your kid and he falls and dies, something like that. And she could go, well, it was medicine. I'd be closer to buying that than drowning 5 kids.
Yeah, smacking one, he hits his head, falls down. But drowning 5.
I wish I had said that.
I know, you said the same thing.
You don't like the mannequins with the cats?
No, don't do that. It's not good. Funny, but not dramatic.
How about midgets?
No. Yeah. Eddie would like that.
How about?
No.
Okay. Did we start news yet?
Never did.
Do we need a break before we start?
No, we're okay.
All right.
How is it?
It's 3:40.
Right.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, 3:41. J.D. Ryan's on the new 105. The hell do we work?
105.3 FM, the Talk That Rocks.
Yeah.
Were you having a flashback to Eagle? Or what?
Yeah, I was... Eddie, restart the music, please. Okay. Well, after meeting with Reed this morning.
Yeah.
Oh,
where do we work? You tell us.
No, that was weird. We just talked a lot about the Eagle and other stuff this morning when he came by. We were renegotiating my contract again.
Yeah. Is that good news, or do I even want to know?
I'm going to be rich.
Okay. Dan and I
can watch.
Okay. Just checking. That's kind of what I figured we were going for.
We're still not there yet. We're still working on it.
We need to get weekend jobs.
No, we're all right. I knew he was coming over about 8:30, so I'm running around the house picking up turds off the floor.
Of course.
So I grabbed a hat.
You grabbed a what?
I'll tell you. You just stand in there. Do the Dan show for a minute. I'll tell JD out there.
Okay.
I'll tell this for a second.
Okay.
Then you guys can fill in the rest. I had like a half bag of baked Lay's.
Okay.
All right.
Sure.
And I'm trying to pick up Dookies.
Okay.
So I just grabbed that out of the kitchen, and I'm running through the living room any place, and I'm just throwing it in the bag.
Scooping.
Right. I go back in the kitchen, I throw the bag down.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, he does.
He doesn't.
Yeah, he does.
That kid. I'm kind of hungry. I had to get breakfast. I think I'll...
And it's like, I see him reaching in there, I'm going, no!
This is our boss.
I didn't tell him to reach in there.
You have turds in your kitchen.
They were in the bag.
Why didn't you put them in the trash?
Because he was coming in, I just threw them in the thing, and I'll throw them away, because I'd already emptied all the trash out, so there were no bags in any of today's trash day.
Yeah. Right. So there's no bags in any of the trash receptacles in the house.
So I just threw it on the counter. I didn't think he would stick his hand in there.
Bag of turds. Great. General manager. CBS Radio. Bag of turds.
He didn't get one.
No. Good.
You didn't let him eat the chip, did you?
No. Just for a half second, I'm going, this would be a really good bit.
Amazing we're making any money at all. God bless.
So that was the big morning. Nothing else really happened.
Russell, these chips taste a little musty.
Those are the... Never mind, I don't have a bit.
Doritos.
I was going to say Doritos, and I thought, no. But thanks anyway, Everett.
We miss him.
Yeah, he's doing law today. I think he said he's in Rockwell. All right, I'll grab a couple of these, and then we'll start news. Go ahead, you're on the air.
Hey, I want to talk a little bit about, just the actual stark terror those children had to have gone through.
Well, that's why I wanted to do the videotape, because you could get little kids, to do the acting part of screaming, Mommy, don't kill me, or whatever.
Well, it's not for me, it's not the violence of the issue. It's not the actual violence. I think no one can deny the actual violence that occurred. But
I don't think it's the violence.
I don't know what the children were drowned in.
Nobody could get that.
But when one of the kids, let's say if it went from the youngest to the oldest, what are the older kids thinking? When they see they're being led into the bathtub, I mean, for someone who is nuts.
Did she chase the oldest around the house?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Chase him all
that would be the biggest thing, because I know what it was like when I was a kid, and my mom had chased me through the house with a belt.
Yes.
I was screaming with terror, going, please, or if, I'd be getting a whipping. And she would be on like one of those half-hour sessions.
Right.
I really think I was abused as a child.
We're not abused.
I think if you, Eddie,
abused.
Seriously, when you discipline your children, how many swats would you give them?
2 to 3.
Right.
Not more than that.
I'd write my mother a check if she would stop at 2 or 3.
Stop. You were not abused.
She knew.
With it.
She knew she wore me out.
You must have needed it.
I swear to God, without exaggeration, whippings would last at least 3 or 4 minutes. That's a long... You lay over that chair and let me whack you as hard as I can with a belt.
Maybe it seemed like 3 or 4 minutes.
You still there on the phone?
And so, there's 3 or 4 minutes.
I just want to say goodbye. I don't want to seem rude.
I understand.
I think 2 or 3 minutes with the belt.
It seemed like 2 or 3 minutes.
No, it was 2 or 3 minutes.
A couple of whacks.
No, it wasn't. Because she would be wearing me out.
Like 15, 20 smacks?
At least.
Now, did she just fold the belt over? Because my dad had that way where he would just loop it around his hand and leave it really long.
No, she would loop it.
Oh, see, that way if you started running, he could push you further away.
And she was also good at throwing her shoes.
Oh, man.
I think that's a mom. Have you ever done that? You're running away from her?
Yeah.
She takes one of her shoes off.
Yes. And,
she's actually kicked them off before and got Mark in the back of the head.
Quit this. Your mother's still alive and living here. Quit it.
It's not like I'm making any of this up.
We don't know that. You have proof? So we don't know.
No, you're right. I actually don't have proof. I only lived it. I'm sorry that my testimony isn't enough for you. She knows what she did, and her explanation will be, well, you guys were hard to deal with.
And you're hard to deal with, and look how well you grew up. You and Mark both. Neither one of you in prison, you're both doing well.
And we both got tempers. Where do you think that came from?
Not her.
You don't think getting beat for 3 or 4 minutes at a time?
I got a temper. I never got beat, ever.
Well, then I don't know then. But she would go and go and go and go, I can't stand this anymore. And that's when you'd stand up, from the bed and scream, I'm going to faint. And then you lay back down and you try not to move. She didn't stop.
Okay. You might have a point.
Or you're in the bathroom, bent over the toilet.
Did the I'm going to faint ever work?
Never.
Oh.
No.
So what? Okay.
Well, it's a last-ditch effort.
Yeah, I'm going to faint.
Sort of clutching your heart, and that wouldn't have worked either. She's whipping me in the bathroom one time on the toilet. She goes, I'm going to leave. I want you to pull your pants down. I'm going to come back in and finish with the belt.
Oh, I know you did.
Yeah, I locked the door.
Of course you did.
Who wouldn't?
Well, the point is she's going to get in at
She's got to go. She's got to leave sometime or another. I seriously, to this day, don't know how that played out. I don't know that I ever left that bathroom.
Yeah, you did. And she probably whipped you for whatever.
I'm not sure how it worked out. A lot of times I waited till my dad got home. He wasn't as violent. He would be like Eddie. Couple whacks, whops, whatever.
You did.
And it would be it. Sometimes he'd forget.
Yeah, boy, Weaver's coming on. We'll get back to you.
I'd whoop your ass, but... Oh, look, Pals of the Sunset Ranch. Pals of the Saddle.
Okay. He's waving.
Was that too far back? Pals of the Saddle?
No, not for me, but...
Go ahead, you're on the air. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
You must have had a black mama.
And why? I never thought about that.
You know what?
Do black women wear their kids out?
Russ, I have scars on me. I'm 30. I have scars when I was like 9 and 10 years old, 8 years old.
What did you... Turn your radio down, sweetie.
Huh?
Turn your radio down.
Okay. My mom, she still will pop me upside my head.
What'd she whip you with?
Whatever she could get her hands on. Extension cord off the VCR.
Dan knows about getting whooped with extension cords.
Yep.
Now that's really
cords off the TV.
That's borderline abuse.
Dan's dad had a TV repair store.
Oh my God.
Yep. And the handiest thing was always Sylvania.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sometimes he didn't even take the TV off the cord.
You remember the old-fashioned iron with the little fabric cord?
Oh my God.
My mom had the iron in one hand and the cord.
That's abuse.
What end did she beat you with?
Whatever end she could swing.
Mommy, you hit me with iron.
Is there a statute of limitations on child abuse?
I don't know.
I need to find out because my mom's going down.
And Dan used to talk about getting your parents beat you with a Hot Wheels track.
Hot Wheels track.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Where was handy?
Yeah.
And it leaves those little track marks on your butt.
Oh, yeah.
And you can put them together like make the little addition on the end of it. Like, that's the curve part, Mama.
Yeah, you look on the ass and in reverse you see Mattel.
Exactly.
Thanks, sweetie.
All right.
I totally can't remember.
What did you ever get whipped with?
Never. I never hit.
You never got whipped?
Never. I was a good kid. I never got whipped once in my life.
You whipped your kids? Did you ever?
When they were little, I would swat them.
That was it?
One time.
Let me guess. Can I guess?
To get their...
May I guess?
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to guess now.
Okay.
I will now guess.
Okay.
Here comes my guess on what you would do with your children. Ready?
Yes.
Here comes guess number 1.
Okay.
Did we have timeouts?
Yes, we did. It worked effectively.
It worked 50% of the time. Because you got one that's really good, and the other one that you're trying to work back into goodness.
He's coming back around. He's doing good.
Timeout.
Timeout, and a swat when they were little, just to get their attention, like a little, you know.
We had timeouts when I was a kid. You know what it was called? No. Unconsciousness.
More of the Russ Martin Show coming right up.
All right, 407. Brewster Dan Lewis is here. J.D. Ryan. Eddie Boyd, Jonathan Dodge. Did we officially start news yet?
Nope.
All right, let's do that.
Yeah.
Oh, I normally talk here, don't I? All right. 408, J.D. Ryan's on the new 105.3 FM Talk with us.
Thank you. Russ is brought to us by Burger King, home of the Whopper. It is Friday, 1st of March, 2002. Only 61 days left until National Masturbation Month, which is May 1st. Birthdays today and over the weekend. Catherine Bach turns 48 today. Daisy Duke from the Hazards. Let's see here. Ron Howard's 48. Alan Thicke is 55.
Ron Howard looks like dog snot.
He's 48 and he looks... Well,
it's not just even because he's bald. He just looks bad.
Yeah. It does. Alan Thicke is 55. Our buddy Dirk Benedict's 57 today.
We're not calling him on his birthday. He's a nut and he don't shut up.
That's the problem. We got the house. We got the number of the house.
He's a great guy, but it's nobody but him and the cows.
Do you really have his phone number?
And his kids.
Do you keep it?
I still got it, but don't make me call.
Oh, come on. We'll do it really quick.
Okay.
Call up a couple of moves, we'll hang up.
Harry Belafonte is 75. Over the weekend, John Bon Jovi turns 40. Eddie Money turns 53. Herschel Walker turns 40 on Sunday. Last Sunday, Richard Stillwell of Concord, New Hampshire, was doing some transmission work on his full-size Dodge van in the driveway of his home when the vehicle slipped out of gear and rolled on top of him. The van's undercarriage twisted Richard onto his stomach, and one of its front tires rested on the back of his thigh and pinned him down. He screamed for help. His wife, Donna, ran out to save his life. She's 5'2", 110 pounds, grabbed the van underneath the front wheel and lifted it 4 to 5 inches off the ground so her husband could roll out from underneath it. Richard escaped with just some bruises and a broken arm. The doctor's saying no telling what would have happened if it had stayed on him any longer. As for Donna, she says her...
You hear about crap like this all the time, but I've never seen anybody do it.
Hysterical strength.
Lee Majors.
She's other than Lee.
Yeah.
As for Donna, she says her crazy feat of strength was pure adrenaline. Just out of curiosity, she tried to lift the van a couple days later. I couldn't get it to budge.
Have you ever seen anybody do that?
Not personally, no.
She's it's not like she's some weightlifter either. 110 pounds, 5'2".
You hear stories about it all the time.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Investigators digging at Denton construction site this morning found the body of a Grapevine man who had been missing since last Friday. Denton investigators found the body of Elon Allen in a trench.
Dan, this has got names and cities in it. See, can you get, what was her name? Donna Stillwell.
Just bring it in here.
I didn't say what city yet.
Okay.
It's either Donna or Richard. There. Okay. Go ahead.
Denton investigators found the body of Elon Allen in a trench at a construction site on Loop 288, when Mr. Allen failed to return to his Grapevine home. Last Friday, his family notified authorities. Police went to the scene and found his pickup truck with his keys in the ignition and his cellular phone on the seat. He apparently had fell into a ditch there at the site. Space Shuttle Columbia and its crew of 7 blasted into orbit this morning on a mission to renovate the Hubble Space Telescope after a one-day wait for warmer weather. The launch was surrounded by extraordinarily tight security to guard against possible terrorist attacks. F-15 fighter jets were on patrol and a no-fly zone was enforced within 35 miles of the launch pad. White supremacist group the National Alliance released its first video game called Ethnic Cleansing.
Are you in this one too?
No. On Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday this year, the game cost about $15. You can download it from the internet. The National Alliance founders, William Pierce, said producing video games just another way his group can spread its message. The game entices the players to become more racially conscious by starting a race war. Yeah. The National Alliance. Bubba the Love Sponge Clem, the radio shock jock who presided over the on-air slaughter of a wild boar, was acquitted yesterday of animal cruelty charges along with his producer and 2 listeners. Soon after sailing out of the Hillsborough County Courthouse, Clem was plotting revenge, sound familiar, against State Attorney Mark Ober. When you take a shot at the king, you better kill him, and they didn't kill me, says Clem.
He is out of his fat. Did you see pictures of him?
Oh, yes. Right here.
I've got emails from people that used to live wherever the hell he's on.
This is Tampa.
Says he's a turd.
Was it? So, the state's case consisted of playing audio tapes of Clem's broadcast and a videotape of the castration and slaughter. While the audio tape suggests the hog's teeth were broken and snout bloodied, there was no evidence to see how that happened. So, they let him off.
Well, first of all, what he did wasn't illegal because they allow that in Florida.
Sure.
For hunters to go out and they do the wild boars like that, from what I read. And there's something about castrating the thing before you kill it. Something about releasing toxins or some kind of... Do you know, Eddie? Do you do that when you kill people? No, that mic's not on.
Animals.
I'm trying to remember what it's called that it releases into the... It's like where they mark their territory, wherever that stuff they squirt out is. It's not urine, but something else. It's that stuff.
Well, tennis bracelets?
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
If you cut that sack out that's in there with it. Yeah.
All right. So anyway, as stupid as it was, there it's not illegal. Right. But it's like, what's the radio value of that? Who's going to want to see a live animal get its, throat slit?
Nobody.
And they had plenty of time because from what I read, they got there like they were doing some kind of roadkill promotion.
Right. That was the deal.
And these idiots showed up with a wild boar, so they had like 2 or 3 hours to think about this. And then they have somebody downstairs doing play-by-play. What's the magic?
I've never heard his show, so I don't know. Obviously, he thought it was a guy thing. We'll kill something, make it bleed,
I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
All right, for Spring Break 2000, Southwest Texas State University student Amber Kolonic went to celebrate her 21st birthday on South Padre Island. Soon wound up at a bar in Matamoros, Mexico, where bartenders sat her on the barbershop chair and literally poured booze down her throat and encouraged her to sign up for the wet T-shirt contest. She did take part of the contest and went so far as taking off her top and showing her breasts right there in the bar. Needless to say, who was there? Wild Party Girls Uncensored. The guys who were there with their cameras, they caught the whole thing on film. A few months later, she found herself on TV on the E! Network with advertisements saying, "Too hot for TV," covering up her breasts. She sued the video makers for $5 million for conspiring with the bartenders to get her drunk. And since they never officially responded, she got it. $5 million for showing her breasts.
But she got drunk in public and pulled her cans out?
Exactly. And they videotaped it and they're selling it. And they're making money on it. So she sued them. And they didn't even respond. That's the weird part.
It's their own fault, then.
I'm afraid you get naked in public. I went to Mardi Gras down in Austin. Women are naked all over the place. And there's guys standing there specifically with cameras. You can tell. Either for themselves or for promotional, value. That's all they're doing. Making cash.
How come that can't happen here?
Dallas?
Yeah.
It can.
I like driving to Austin to see cans.
That's for the Mardi Gras deal.
Yeah. All right, go ahead.
Okay. Rachel Hunter recently had some trouble with a stalker. Some nut job traveled all the way from Italy to Los Angeles, where he wandered the streets seeking her address, then showed up at her house. The guy was arrested and put in a mental institution, but Rachel is still pretty shaken up about it, so much that she now has 7 dogs to protect her. She says, quote, "It was incredibly traumatic. I have 6 guard dogs and a special police protection dog at home. Now I feel safer." Our little friend, Rachel Hunter. Police in Moorhaven, Florida have arrested a 53-year-old man for fathering 13 children with his sister. The The report actually doesn't make it clear whether some of the kids were grandchildren or whether any of them were mentally or otherwise tainted. On top of that, the cops discovered that the twisted couple had even dug up the body of their infant son and kept it in a pine box inside the house for 12 years.
You have to.
Good news is all the kids seem to be fine and...
Well, even the one in the pine box.
Well disciplined. Well disciplined. Yeah, stay. And let's see, audio. We go that far?
Yeah, sure, whatever.
All right, Mel Gibson talks about here in cut one is the movie coming out this weekend is called We Were Soldiers. Here he says Vietnam War veterans have not gotten their proper due.
You know, you wonder about that, what the hell we were doing over there. Basically, it's kind of a rich man's game, I think, and it's, but that doesn't change the fact that ordinary men and women had to go over there and deal with it. And they did. And they sacrificed a great deal. And so did the people on the other side. And so did their families at home. And that's why this film, to me, was so poignant. And the very ones who...
Shut up. Has anybody noticed he can't act?
You don't think so?
No.
Why?
Just the trailers. Everything's just... The trailers for the movie?
Yeah.
Everything's just so overly dramatic. We're going to go in there and get those guys.
Yeah, there's a cut here if you want to hear it.
Yeah.
Him in cut 4 is actual sound actually from the movie, and it's him acting. And you're right. In this case, I've seen him.
Something doesn't fit.
Yeah, something doesn't fit. Here's a clip from the movie cut 4.
Right now they're planning their final attack, the one that's going to finish us off.
That's bad acting.
That is. You're right.
I don't care how much you dress it up or put, eye candy in there for guys. Bombs exploding and stuff. That still stands out like a...
That one, I don't know why. Other movies he's done pretty good in.
Maybe we just didn't notice.
Maybe. This one seems to be kind of...
And I think that accent that he's throwing in, the southern thing...
That may be it.
That makes him sound even dopier.
Right now they're planning their final attack, the one that's going to finish us off.
We better move.
They'll at us all night, and then come dawn, they'll hit us with everything they got.
Punks.
Oh, that's what I'd do if I was him.
What would you do? What? Where you going?
Sir Major?
Yeah?
Hand out the last ammunition.
Yes, sir.
That's Sam Elliott, by the way.
Sam Elliott sucks, too.
Greg Kinnear's in this movie.
Good.
Here on Cut 2, he talks about training to fly helicopters in for his role in We Were Soldiers.
I did quite a few hours in this. My co-pilot, who is Cliff Fleming, who's kind of the Michael Jordan of stunt pilots, who's absolutely amazing and choreographed all of the helicopter sequences. He had an excellent crew with him. And to fly them, I got pretty good, actually, with this thing. He'd let me tool around sometimes at the expense of Sam or Mel sitting in the back. He'd look back and go, Guys, how you doing? Hold his hands up, and we'd scare the shit out of the cargo.
There you go. And finally, Sam Elliott, if you want to hear it, on the veterans portrayed in We Are Soldiers, Sam Elliott.
What kind?
Oh, I'm sorry, 3.
I'm working on it.
There's a certain amount of them that got drafted, and all those guys have been represented in those other films that were made about the late 60s. This was early 60s, man, and these guys were guys that answered the call. This is a different breed of cat.
You're a hip dude there. Looks like he shaves with sandpaper.
It's pretty rough. And where's he been? He hasn't been in anything in years. Sam Elliott. Everybody knows his name now.
He's the cedar now at Olive Garden.
One more thing. We got 40 Days and 40 Nights coming out this weekend. Here in Cut 5, Josh Hartnett was asked if he's ever given up sex for 40 days, because that's what his character basically does.
Yeah, a little bit. I tried to see, what it was like to have absolutely no contact with a woman for, a while. It wasn't exactly 40 days and 40 nights. It was a little bit less.
Dude.
Good.
That's it. That's all we got.
All right.
There's news and information brought to us by Denny's. I'm J.D. Ryan on the Talk That Rocks Texas, the new 105.3 FM Talk.
More of the Russ Martin Show coming right up.
All right, 4:30, J.D. Ryan is here. Associate producer Eddie Boyd, Dan Lewis, Jonathan Dodge at the controls of the new 105.3 FM Talks, White Lightning.
I ain't talking to you. All right, this report brought to you by Kia Motors and Singular Wireless. All right, in Fort Worth, actually the Mid-City's northbound 360 division. Minor accident not causing any real delay. at this time. On 190, the George Bush Turnpike eastbound on the service road. Multi-vehicle accident. That's just causing an onlooker delay up on the turnpike. Southbound 75 Central and Mockingbird. There's an accident blocking the left lane. Southbound 945 Julius Shep just after I-30. Multi-vehicle accident off to the right shoulder. That one's got a minor onlooker delay. Northbound 635 LBJ at Highway 80. Two separate accidents block the left and right center lanes. Westbound 80 is very backed up as well. Westbound I-30 East Earl Thornton at I-35. There's an accident there. It's cleared out of the way, but the delay still remains. This report brought to you by Blockbuster, bringing entertainment home. Get more for your DVD dollar. Rent 4 DVDs for the price of buying one. Renting is better than buying. Make it a Blockbuster night. Details and participate store. That's traffic. I'm Jonathan Dodge in the new 105.3 FM. Fight. Light it.
All right, what we have is pretty much what you see outside. A little drizzle, maybe a few thunderstorms tonight, 37 for the overnight low. Cloudy, rainy, cold tomorrow, maybe even a few snow flurries by tomorrow evening. Should be about 39 for the overnight low. Currently 56 and drizzle at the Talk That Rocks, Texas, the new 105.3 FM Talk.
So you don't think I was abused?
I really don't think you were abused. I think possibly your mother could have incorporated some different training.
Beat me less?
Yeah. Yes, I think possibly she...
You know, 3 or 4 minutes at a time was a lot?
It seems like a lot. I wasn't there, so I'm not sure it was 3 or 4 minutes. And your recollection as a child might be a little tainted. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't think so. You want me to get Mark on the phone?
No, because he'll obviously, you two have the same recollections. Get your mom on the phone. She won't say there was 3 or 4 minutes. You know she won't. I just can't imagine. I was never hit my whole life.
Excuse me.
Maybe it was because of your manners.
Where did I get them?
You didn't get that from your mother.
You don't know. She used to squat all the time at the dinner.
Never did.
You having meatloaf, she'd pull a cheek up.
Stop it.
Wrong button.
Never happened.
She ain't gonna answer.
No.
The worst thing I've ever done was borrow that damned answering machine.
Did you have call ready?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's why she's not answering.
Something's up.
Well, yeah.
The answering machine always picks up. Unless I misdialed. Like she answered right there at the end, didn't it?
I couldn't tell. So she'll answer.
Probably busy beating somebody else's kids.
I'm beating anybody. Your mother's a lovely lady. Oh, no.
See, I told you.
That's busy.
Hang on the phone!
Well, right now she's got the phone up and she's going, hello? Hello, Russell?
Russell. Are you there?
Hello.
Russell.
She'll say she never beat you.
You want to...
well,
how
she
much?
may have disciplined you.
If she tells the truth.
3 to 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Of wailing.
How much cash I got? You guys want in on this?
She's admitted before that she's put you in the closet.
Yeah.
That's not beating. That's time out. That's time out. That's not child abuse.
She used to hold me underwater in the bathtub.
Russ. That never happened. Quit it.
Russ.
Stop it. That never happened.
That's awful.
She let me in.
That never happened.
Let's see how much money I got.
Okay.
How much you guys want to bet? If she tells the truth, she'll admit to whipping me for 2 or 3 minutes at a time.
Okay. So now it's 2 to 3 minutes.
What did I say earlier?
3 to 4.
Whatever.
Okay.
How about more than 2 minutes?
Okay.
Would we all agree that that's a lot?
Yes.
Thank you. $20?
Yeah, I'm here.
Dan, which side you want?
Oh, I'm on your side because I got the same thing. So I'm.
Maybe it's a Pleasant Grove thing.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Eddie, which side you want?
That she'll admit it?
Yeah.
I don't think she'll admit it.
Okay. You want in?
Yeah.
I got you.
10 today.
Really?
Yeah. From out of town for the weekend.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Gave you the weekend money early.
The big money.
Yeah. Eddie's wife goes out of town. Yeah. He spends extra $5. Eddie's wife goes out. He bangs a neighbor.
I don't. Oh.
They got it.
Stop it.
All right. We'll try again. Right on.
No, she's not.
She's hosing me.
Runs in the family.
Mama, I know you're listening at home. Hang up the phone. Hang it up.
Does she listen?
Yes.
She's not going to pick up the phone then.
Yes, she will. She loves me. I'm her rust pot.
She doesn't. She does love you. The son that wouldn't even come by and pick her up for Christmas.
She liked Mark better, didn't she?
Nah, Mark hung out more with my dad. I hung out more with my mom. Probably where I learned to cook.
So she's a good cook. Well, she's Italian. That probably explains the throwing the shoes. They're very...
She threw a lot of crap. She just didn't throw shoes.
They're very passionate.
There was belts. Yep. There was... I've told this story 1,000 times of getting beat with my own Christmas presents.
She loved you. That's why. That's how Italian women show.
She took one time, she took our Rock'em Sock'em robots. I still remember this. Picked it up by the yellow base. Am I right?
Yellow base.
And threw it at me.
Why? What had you done?
And after it hit me...
Yes.
Then both the heads shot up.
That worked. At least it worked. Very nice.
You get that.
It was just, it was a passionate way of disciplining their children. My parents were a little more passive. I never ever.
Let me take this off the air before I put it on. Mama, pick up the phone.
It's ringing.
What are you doing? Oh, can I talk to you on the air? All right.
What do you want to talk about?
Are you listening right now?
No.
Okay, good. We used to get whippings as kids. How long would you normally whip us at a time?
I never whipped you.
Yeah, thank you. Give me the cash.
What'd she say?
Thank you, Mama Martin.
Oh, you're welcome.
You want me to get Mark on the phone?
Yeah.
You never whipped us.
No. I might have beat you, but I never
What? Thank you. All right. So when we were getting the beating, how long do you think they lasted?
Oh, about 5 or 6 licks.
5 or 6 licks. So would you say less than 2 minutes?
Oh, yes.
Give me that thing.
No, first of all, she already admitted she beat us. You cannot sit there and you swear.
I don't swear. I did not beat you.
You
have
used to
vivid imagination.
You used to whip us for like 2 or 3 minutes at a time.
That's what I'm thinking. I think it's a young child's imagination that takes something small and just exaggerates it.
At that age, you don't know what minutes are.
Yes, I do.
See? Did you ever throw the Rock'em Sock'em robots at him?
Oh, no.
See, I knew it. I knew your mom wouldn't do that.
She's an old woman.
She remembers. You were a baby. You were a little kid. You wouldn't remember.
You get hit with a Rock'em Sock'em robot. I bet your ass remembers.
She remembers. She admitted to the closet thing and said he had it coming. It was like time out.
Oh, listen, he was a holy terror.
She still is.
Whatever I did to him, he deserved.
See? I told you she was going to say that. So my point is, so you think the whippings that we got as a kid were only like 5 or 6 whacks?
Yeah.
With one hand? Before you swap to the other one? Is that what you mean?
You know what? You need to raise a kid like you, and you'll find out.
That's why I've had about you. Shut up. I'm talking to my mother. Sorry.
Did he dance in a circle trying to hold his hands over his butt?
Did he ever fake fainting?
Yes. He would get tired real easy.
I got tired. I'm surprised you didn't have a stroke. See? Are you listening? I just proved my case. Give me my money.
He got tired. She said
listen to me. You can't tell me.
5 legs.
Why are you hollering?
Shush. If you're getting a whipping and you get tired, that means
I didn't get tired.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the whipping.
Money.
If you get tired from getting your ass beat, that's too long.
Russell, one whack and you start hollering like.
Now, first of all, you had this little devious thing that you do is you take Mark and whip him first in the other part of the house, and Mark was a screamer.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's to scare you.
Scared the hell out of me.
Makes sense.
And it would last. I remember watching Slam Bang Theater, the whole thing, while Mark got a whipping.
5 licks.
I watched 2 Three Stooges cartoons and Ajax and Delphinium dance in circles, and she still wasn't done.
You're making it up.
I'm not.
You're making this up. You're exaggerating, as a child will do.
Russell, if all that was going on, the neighbors would call them.
No, they wouldn't. We had a brick house.
They were busy beating their kids anyway.
Mark and I used to dread Christmas because she would always whip us with our toys.
Yeah.
And every year,
I don't believe that.
Every year we would pray for stuffed animals.
No.
I'm not kidding. The year that we got a go-kart, Mark left the house.
No.
He moved out. He was 8 years old. He goes, this noise, I'm getting out of here.
Didn't happen.
I didn't buy the go-kart.
But we knew sooner or later you were going to be swinging it by the starter rope.
Oh, well, what an imagination.
Yeah, he does. Still to this day.
Where do you think Mark is right now?
He's at work.
Do you have his number?
Not offhand.
Could you look it up, call him, and ask him to call me up here?
Yeah. On the number that's on the ID.
Yeah, Dan, is the wrong.
No, it shows a different number.
Oh, I'm gonna put you on hold. You okay?
Yeah.
All right. You can hang on for another 5 minutes. I'm gonna put you on hold. Dan's gonna give you the hotline number to give to Mark.
Okay.
All right, and then ask Mark to call me.
All right.
All right. Love you too.
Love you.
Okay.
That was sweet. I thought so. You'd exaggerated a little bit.
What did she just say? She said I got tired.
She said 5 licks.
How many times did you ever get a whipping to get your ass beat to where you got it beat long enough to get tired?
That's a little funny. 5, maybe, she's a woman. Maybe 5 licks would just tire her out.
We're not talking about her. We're talking about the kid.
Oh, the kid got tired. Yeah, you're right.
5 whacks, you don't get tired.
Okay, I'll give you 10.
See if I can change.
You get half of that. You get half credit for that. Take 20, I don't care.
Yeah, there's 10.
All right.
Eddie, which side were you on?
The one that won. Your side.
I ain't got no change. You're screwed.
Would you need 10? I'm out 30. I ain't doing that.
That's what you get for betting on the wrong side.
I was partially right.
No, you weren't. Yeah. She's lying.
She's not lying. You call your mother a liar.
You wait till Mark calls.
Well, Mark's going to have the same recollections as you will.
Mark will probably say she pulled a blade on him.
No, yeah, exactly. Young child. It seems very traumatic. I know. I remember one time I broke a light switch in the house. My mom said, you wait till your dad, he's on a trip.
How'd you break a light switch?
I smacked it with my hand. I was mad.
Just like you do your computer keyboard now.
Uh-huh.
All right.
So I smacked it and broke the little rheostat, those little buttons that you push and turn the lights dim.
Oh, yeah.
One in the living room, I smacked that. And so she goes, that's fine. I'll let your dad fix that when he gets back in 2 days. That was the longest 2 days of my life. I knew Dad was going to come in and kill me. He walked in and went, you shouldn't have done that. It's $5. He made me pay. That's all. Didn't hit me, but the 2 days. Hell.
He didn't do your standard thing?
What's that?
Where he walked in, he goes, did you smack that with your hand?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Daddy. Listen to me. We don't hit. Is that the thing you told me?
No, yeah. No. He didn't ever hit me. I thought he was, though.
Go ahead, Ann, you're on the air.
Hello.
Yes.
Listen, does anybody know what religion this woman is? I know y'all are off.
My mom?
No, I'm sorry. I'm on the wrong subject, but I got out of my car, but this has been on my mind.
Probably Andrea
this woman
Yates.
in Houston.
Oh, Andrea Yates?
Mm-hmm.
You know, Eddie? You guys know what religion she is?
He's
you know about
Mormon.
the story? Is she Mormon?
I think they're Mormon.
Hold on a second. Is that what you said in there? You think she's Mormon?
Yes.
Okay. Well, what's that got to do with it?
Has a whole lot to do with it. This whole scenario is very Mormon. Her taking orders and having her 3 hours a week and.
Well, the Mormons, their Bible is different than the Holy Bible, the Christian Bible, right?
Well,
so why would you name all your kids out of biblical names if you're Mormon?
Listen, Russ, they take excerpts from the Bible. They made this fictitious Bible.
They just have an addition to the New Testament.
It's an addendum.
They have a newer edition, a newer Testament.
Yeah. Oh, all right.
Anyway, but I've just been I hear y'all talk about this every day, and I'm just as mad as you are, and I totally agree. Yeah, she spent too much time on her back.
Yeah, and the fact that the husband's going, well, she didn't have too much free time to herself. You guys created that scenario.
Their whole free time is spent in the sack, man. I mean, not that my phone's going out. Hang on.
That's all right. Thank God. She'll just think her phone cut off.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that video doing the recreation of the drowning, will help undo all this damage that Bonehead is doing on the witness stand.
Yeah, they won't do it to him.
Why not? Why would the prosecution do it? There's no reason not to. If you could back that up with forensic evidence,
right, of the
say by everything that we see and evidence in the house, this is the way that it happened.
A good idea. I think that's what they thought they'd accomplish by showing the videos of the home family, and there they are together.
You can't undo an image of somebody taking a 6-month-old baby and holding it underwater.
And chasing
with his little arms. It makes me sick to think about it. I don't even like kids.
I know. And chasing the little boy through the house.
For some reason, the baby bothers me the most because it had absolutely no chance whatsoever to fight. And you take the little mannequins and just do one by one. And they get the lifelike fight, you fill them with cats.
No cats. No, that's not going to work. Maybe computer-generated.
Cats. Cats are cheaper than computer animation.
You can't kill cats.
I didn't say kill them.
Drowning them.
I didn't say drown them. What's the matter with you? Go ahead, Alex.
Hey, Russ, I'm Mormon. I just wanted to make a couple comments real quick.
Yes.
That lady, if that book that Eddie was saying, it's the Book of Mormon.
Yes.
It's not a addendum. It's another piece of scripture.
I told you it wasn't a addendum. You jackass. Guys, shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. Go ahead, Alex, set us straight on the addendum.
But anyway, if she was Mormon, their kids wouldn't have Bible names. They'd have names from the Book of Mormon. So that kind of slows that. But even if they are Mormon, it's just an extremist, kind of like the Muslim terrorists. They're just extremists that kind of give the rest of us a bad name.
Yeah. So what's the benefit of being a Mormon?
I don't know. I like it. I feel comfortable at my church, and I just enjoy the people that I associate with.
But you don't celebrate, let's see, Mormons? No, it's Jehovah's Witnesses. No, never mind.
Yeah, we celebrate everything.
Yeah, it's the Jehovah's Witnesses that don't celebrate anything.
Yeah.
Right.
What, Eddie?
He's a real Mormon. He shouldn't be on a cell phone.
Why?
I don't know. They have like an aversion to weird
technology.
Yeah. Aren't you Mormons not supposed to have cell phones? Or cars?
We have all the modern day conveniences, man. We get things satellite.
Yeah, Eddie, that was included in the latest addendum. You turd. Thanks, Alec.
Are you thinking Amish?
Doesn't matter. He straightened us out.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Eddie, did you get 3 people to play?
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to be playing Rock and Roll Jeopardy, or Swords today, where we play the instrumental, the MIDI files,
right?
And we guess, JD, me, and what's your name? Dan. But we're going to play for 3 of the studio audience.
Oh, okay.
Every time one of us gets it wrong,
right,
Eddie hits him with a stun gun.
Oh, perfect. Hands.
Just an added twist to it.
And I'm really bad at this game.
Yeah. What we should do is make them draw, bring the 3 people in, and have our names in the thing so they draw out. That way it doesn't seem biased. Yeah. What?
I want Dan.
Do you really?
Yeah.
You can have him.
You're an idiot.
No, man. Okay. All right. Oh, I'm sorry. What was it, Robin?
I was just saying that you're right, because in that Susan Smith trial...
I was right about what?
About they should recreate the whole scene.
Yes.
Because with Susan Smith, when they recreated, they put the car in the water and let it sink and let the jury watch and timed it, and they said that that's one reason they convicted her, was because it took 7 or 8 minutes for that car to sink.
I forgot about that.
And that really made it sink into them what she had done.
I'm surprised this hasn't come up yet, unless they're...
Maybe they are. Maybe they will bring that up.
They've delayed it, or they have a certain point in the trial where they bring it up.
Yeah, I think they should do it. I think you're right.
Hasn't the prosecution rest?
Did they rest?
Yeah, the
prosecution's already rested.
I'll be damned.
Forgot about that. Yeah.
They can still do it.
Oh, can they?
Yeah, under cross-examination, they can do anything.
Oh. Seriously, I can't believe that nobody's even done this unless for some reason they can't actually... Well, she admitted she did it.
Yeah.
There's no reason not to do it.
So did Susan Smith.
She admitted she did it?
Yep.
Did she plead insanity?
No.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Robin.
I don't think so.
Okay. Bye, sweetie. If they don't do this, that's a gross, bad thing of lack of...
Miscarriage of justice.
Those?
Yeah.
Maybe they can go back later after the trial's over and add an addendum.
No, possibly.
You need a break here, Eddie?
Yes.
All right. And here's what we'll do. We'll take a break here. We'll bring in 3 people from the studio audience. You have the disc with all the clues on it?
Yes.
All right. And then we'll play whatever it is that we're going to play.
More of the Russ Martin Show coming right up.
All right, straight up 5 o'clock at KYNG, Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. J.D. Ryan is here. Producer Dan Lewis, associate producer Eddie Boyd, Jonathan Dodge. We have the lovely studio audience in the other room. They can't see. All right. Dan's my brother still on the hot?
Yes, he is.
All right. Mark.
But he was.
Mark? Hang on, let me see if there's any line noise. Mark.
Maybe he put you on hold.
He might. He's running a business.
Is he?
Yeah. He's got a truck accessory place out in, I guess, Garland.
Oh, put him back on hold, and I'll just listen in. And when he comes back, I'll,
All right. He'll back me up.
Yeah.
He's got no reason not to.
He's got the same recollection you'll have of a child that was traumatized. It didn't happen.
What is it, Charles?
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I was just saying that Russ was talking about showing the prosecution showing that video,
right.
And the defense's whole reason for her not being guilty is by mental instability. By showing that, the extremity of it, it might just prove their case.
That's the second or third call I've gotten.
I still think just by them watching because right now they're playing her off. They're playing her off as a normal person,
right?
Of the lovely family life. Which I guess the reason for doing that is what kind of sane person, as they're portraying her, would do this. Mm-hmm. But the problem is the evidence already proved that she was a nut. Right, she tried to commit suicide a couple of times and was in and out of medical places.
You know, if she's found guilty by insanity, then all they're going to do is stick her back in one of those places, though.
That's right. And then they're going to cut her loose, and she's going to be... I'm telling you, within 18 months... I don't know when the first time I said this, but you watch. Yeah. Remember this right now. In 18 months, she's going to be out, and she's going to be working on a new family with Bonehead. She will.
You're right.
Thanks, Charles.
I wish you weren't, but...
If what Dan said is true, right, that Russell Yates is on the stand and he's telling the story and he's tearing up and part of the jury's tearing up, they're screwed.
They're feeling his pain. They're getting emotional along with him, and that leads them down the path to, well, maybe she did have some problems and maybe she wasn't in her right mind and maybe we should just put her in a hospital for a while until she's better.
If these words haven't come out of his mouth yet, they will. I've already lost my 5 kids. Please don't take away my wife. You watch.
Probably right.
If I was in the jury box, I'd puke.
Everything else has come out. God giveth and God taketh away. He said that.
What? Being in the same room with J.D.
Huh?
One door closes, another one opens.
No, not in this kind of situation. You're talking about girlfriends coming and going. I'm just trying to make you feel better because you broke up with somebody and you're all... Well, you know, there's a lot more fish in the sea.
See? I almost drowned you myself when you said that.
There's, as you found out, there's a lot more sales chicks in the hall.
Yeah, and we're hiring new ones today. Crank the air down a little bit now. We got all these people in here. All right, let's see. Do we have special music for Shock Your Eyes? We'll just use this. I forgot what I called it. Hold on one moment, please. Almost there. All right. What are we playing for today, Daniel?
Why, we're playing for a Condoms to Go prize pack featuring a variety of condoms, lotions, lubricants, and enzymes, and a copy of Evolution 4x4 2, courtesy of God Game Software. That's the off-road 4x4 game. That
I've got that on the Xbox at home.
Yeah.
That's one where all you see is the hood of your truck. You get the steering wheel, the good steering wheel with the gas pedal, not what Dan's got.
Right.
The steering wheel with the little thumb control. Like they have that in real life.
Well, the thumb is the brake.
It's the brake and the gas, isn't it?
The brake and the gas are the thumb controls, but you can turn the wheel.
Yeah. But you can't stomp on the brake or stomp on the gas at the same time.
No.
Which you can if you spend the extra money.
Gotcha.
Dan got the cheap steering wheel. I got the high dollar one. What?
Well, the copies we have of Evolution 4x4 are for the PC.
Yes.
So if someone has the steering wheel for their PC, they'll be able to use that.
Good.
They'll be happy.
Congratulations to everybody. Okay. And let's talk to our contestants. We'll start right here. What's your name?
My name's Dustin.
Dustin, what do you do for a living?
I'm a CPA.
Okay. Let's see. I think JD, you're playing.
Right. Dustin.
Dustin is JD. And what's your name?
I'm Chris.
What do you do?
I do computer drafting.
Okay. Chris, Dan will be playing for you.
All right. Do me right, Dan.
You're an idiot.
And what's your name?
Chad.
Chad, what do you do?
I deliver pizza.
Do you? All right. I'll be playing for you, Chad.
All right.
Dude.
Congratulations, Chad.
Yeah. Kicking it down.
Dan, tell him what he won.
I don't even know why we bother.
You don't know. I told Eddie when he pulled the sound files this time, make it a lot more diverse.
I'm just better with the real songs. These are the MIDI files.
This is all I heard the real songs growing up too.
I know. I'm better with the real.
Mark ever come back on the line?
Not yet. It's clicked a couple of times. That's why I said Mark earlier.
He'll call back. Just go ahead and hang up on him.
All right.
All right. Everybody ready?
Sure.
Okay. Eddie, now you remember who gets zapped for who?
JD, Dan, you.
Right.
And if he makes a mistake, he'll make it up somewhere.
There we go. First one. I know that.
I can't.
Russ.
Let's go.
I don't know.
Oh, I forgot we could do that. I got hurt. Oh,
That's right. We're not penalized at all, are we?
Yeah. Dustin, you're a dead man now. Forgot.
Anybody else?
Yeah.
Hold on. Don't tell us what that is. I got to go back. There's no reason why we shouldn't have got that. Oh, I got it now. I'm a douche. 38 special. Caught up in you.
Yep.
All right.
That doesn't sound like that.
Yes, it does. Right here.
Sort of.
It sounds just like it. It's the MP3 version of it.
No problem. No points.
Mini version.
MIDI version.
All right. Russ. Abba, take a chance.
Correct.
All right. You guys feel free to applaud when we get it right. Too late.
Hey.
No.
We're out. What is it? Hey, stop mouthing. You can't. Go ahead, Eddie.
Okay.
Get him once.
Maybe a little too diverse here. I don't.
Now, what was that? Is it Janet Jackson?
No, Paul Abdul, straight up.
Oh,
Straight up.
yeah, we should know that.
No, I should have got that one.
All right. Next one. Russ.
Let's go.
Ace, how long? Thank you.
It's 2.
Did I just get one right?
Yes.
Next one. Hold on, Dan. That may be my brother calling back. Hello? Mark.
Yes.
What are you doing?
I'm calling.
All right. Now, when we would get weapons when we were...
Can I plug my store?
Yeah. Well, it depends on how this conversation goes.
Okay.
When we were kids and we got whippings, how long did they last?
I never got a whipping.
Thank you. Give me the money back. Give me the 10 back.
Wait. Use the wrong word. Use the wrong word.
Oh, yeah. How long? No! Mark! He used to do that. He's on hold. He used to do that crap to me all the time at the Eagle.
Damn.
I don't even know why I forgot. Hey, can I say on the air?
Jacking with his brother.
Hold on. You going to say it again? Because if you are, I'm not going to let you plug your store.
What?
Thank you.
What's the right answer?
Just whatever the real answer is.
Don't say the S word again.
What?
How long did our beatings last?
I don't remember.
Less than a minute, right?
Okay, less than a minute.
Perfect. Thank you. Give me the money back. Give me the 10. What? Mother and his brother both agree.
He's just being an ass.
No, he's not.
Mark, how long did we get beat?
Is that JD?
Yeah.
Let me talk to him. You suck.
Thanks, Mark.
So much for plugging your store.
Yeah.
You dopey store.
You see this crap runs in the family.
I can see. Damn. I'm to Mark.
Plug your store.
Maybe
Plug your store.
Auto Electronics, Kingsley at Jupiter, 972-271-0224.
Get the phone number again.
Something free.
Yeah, something free. Do your phone number again.
972-271-0224.
All right, bye.
Give me the $10.
I'm not giving you crap.
Yeah, he admitted it.
I just want him to deal with all the idiots that are going to call him now. That's what you get for being a smart ass and lying.
Yeah.
Yeah, we never got beat. We got beat for hours.
A minute ago it was 3 minutes.
I got a whipping one time. I think I missed Easter.
You didn't?
Yes, I did.
No. And even Mark agrees. Mark, who didn't even like me, was on my side.
He's being cute.
Oh, okay.
The delay back up. Yeah. Brother calls in, drops the S word. All right, here we go. Russ. Brian Adams, cuts like a knife. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm not getting you shocked to test him.
Next one. Russ, Aerosmith, dude looks like a lady.
Very good.
Oh.
JD. Feelings, Morris Albert.
I knew the song. I didn't know the artist. I wasn't going to make a guess. I should have, though.
Yeah, you did a lot more damage to yourself by guessing that.
I know.
That's okay. Russ, Allman Brothers, Gambling Man.
Nope.
I mean, Rambling Man. Thank you. My mistake.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I feel okay.
All right.
What about you? What's your name?
Chad.
You okay? Was that your name or did you just cuss?
He said Chad.
Oh. I was answering my question.
Chad.
Next one. Russ. Animals, we got to get out of this place.
Yep.
Eric Burden and the Animals, we got to get out of this place. Thank you.
You skip check, man.
Maybe. We'll try. Russ, America's Sister Golden Hair.
Correct.
Damn.
See, these are even older songs. Both you guys should know this.
I know.
I don't know the names of these.
I know. Like I said, if it was a real song, it's burned in my mind. But these are... JD.
There you go.
The Archies, Sugar Sugar.
Oh. I didn't recognize it.
I couldn't guess that one. It wasn't a real song.
So far, I'm getting Feelings and Sugar Sugar. Right. Right. JD.
There you go.
Louis Armstrong, What a Wonderful World.
Correct. Dude, you're gay.
Yeah.
Can you just give me one AC/DC? Erase this.
No, because Russ will get that one.
Yeah.
Russ,
Let's go.
Asia, heat of the moment. Thank you.
Should have known that one.
Back into Russ's decade.
That was the 80s.
Early 80s.
Russ,
let's go.
The Association Wendy.
Petula Clark, but that was downtown.
Did you guess Petula Clark?
I did.
Yeah. Sorry, I
just thinking out loud.
Yeah, I feel fine though. I like this game.
Russ, Atlanta Rhythm Section or Engineering Lover. Thank you.
78 or 79.
I believe it was 77.
Oh, no, it's Nope, it was 78.
I like this whole new twist.
Yeah, that's very nice.
Russ, Baby's Midnight Rendezvous. Thank you. Thank you. Russ, Bachman Turner Overdrive. You ain't seen nothing yet.
Correct.
Thank you.
I know.
Oh, you ain't got no competition in here.
The one I feel sorry for is Chris, who picked Dan.
Well, at least Dan's not jumping in and purposely inflicting pain.
And I'm not making excuses either. Oh, if it was the real thing.
I could have heard it, but the sun was in my ear. I'll blow that. It's cheats.
Okay.
Another song, I can't think of the artist.
Russ, Bad Company, can't get enough of your love.
I'm trying to sing to it in my head and get to the hook. I couldn't do it.
Russ,
let's go.
I don't know.
Ouch.
I don't know, that could have been the theme from St. Elsewhere for all I know.
Nope.
Oh, Chris finally gets one. Yeah. You're not fan.
What was it, Eddie?
Pretty Blue by Badfinger.
Yeah, I forgot all about that one. You want to take a break and come back and fry some more brains? All right, here. I'll just use this music going into the break. Da-da-da.
More of the Russ Martin Show coming right up.
What are you trying to tell me?
Well, what do you want me to do with line 5?
I'll take it.
All right.
What is it, what's his name?
Mal.
Mal?
Yeah.
Yeah, what is it?
Hey, Russ, I got the case over here downstairs.
Downstairs where?
Outside your building.
You got the casket here?
Yes, sir.
What are you doing here?
Well, I was in Fort Worth, and I wasn't sure if you were going to call, and I wasn't sure if I was going to make the traffic.
Dan, did you ever call this guy?
Yes, I did, and he called me back. I've been trying to talk to you about it, and I forgot to talk to you about it during the show.
I said just call him and tell him to take it to the ticket. That was the whole idea of the casket.
That's not what the email said.
Call the guy and find out how to get it to the ticket.
That is not what your email said.
Read it. He's going to pull it up. And if he reads anything other than what I just said, he's fired.
Okay. Is that more money for me?
Yeah.
I hope he screws up.
Mal, you got time to run it to the ticket?
Sure, give me directions.
Do you know where the ticket is?
I do. It's down at the corner of Maple at Oak Lawn. It's on Maple.
Is it Reverchon Plaza?
Yeah, Reverchon Plaza.
Look for the homos.
Homos, okay.
Right across from Reverchon Plaza.
It doesn't say for him to take it to the ticket.
I say, what does it say?
Get where I can see it.
Call this guy and see where it is and if we can get it to the ticket.
Thank you. I think that's
It doesn't say. Ask him to take it to the ticket.
What is he doing here with it?
And if we,
I said, give it to the ticket.
If we can get it to the ticket, not him, we.
Did you ask him?
So he brought it here.
Ask him to bring? Did I say bring it here?
He didn't want to take it.
Email? Does it say in the email?
He didn't want to take it.
Does it say in the email to bring it up here?
How much more money am I getting?
It also doesn't say for him to take it there. It says we, meaning us.
Maui, what's your name?
Yes, sir.
Did Dan at any point ask you if you could take the casket to the ticket?
He did, but I told him that if whatever y'all want to do, I don't know if y'all want to take it yourselves. Something about a sign.
Oh, but you did tell him possibly you could take it.
Tell him what you told me when I asked you to say.
I nobody's talking to you. You sit in there and be a thumb. Yes.
Is the fuzz going to be around? That's the only thing I'm worried about.
What did he say?
He was afraid to take it up there if there was going to be any trouble.
I ask again, why is the casket here?
Me or Dan?
Okay, here's what we do.
He brought it here because...
Here's what we do. We'll go ahead and we'll bring it up here. How big is this thing?
It's a full casket.
Is it wooden? Is it like
5 feet? No, it's
Is this like an honest to God, you see at a funeral home casket?
Yeah, I freaked out when I saw it.
How much was it?
Oh, it's free.
The guy gave it to you free? Did you steal it?
No.
Maui, is there something in it?
I haven't checked.
Open the damn thing up.
No, it's empty.
You open it up.
I took them out before I took it.
How'd you get a casket for free?
I don't know.
My uncle used to sell them when he had this on his display.
Is this a new one?
Yes, sir.
It's not a loaner.
No.
Will we have to give it back to anybody?
That's not what I meant. It wasn't like a loaner and we got it from somebody else using it.
No, it's a casket that the people that sell caskets use.
Okay, here's what we do. We bring it upstairs.
All right.
We'll keep it in the lobby for a while. Okay. And then we'll have somebody take it over the ticket. Perfect.
All right.
All right. Do you need help bringing it up?
Yeah, one person.
All right. Just kind of set tight. Where are you in the parking lot?
I guess in the lobby, very front.
Okay. Just kind of set tight. We'll send somebody down in about 10 minutes or so.
All righty.
All right. Simple email. See how to get at the ticket, and it ends up here.
I asked him if he would take the ticket. He didn't want to. So I was going to ask you. You didn't get here till right at the beginning of the show.
Jeez, how unusual.
Mm-hmm. I haven't had a chance to ask you about it.
You're right. I'm never accessible by computer or cell phone.
I didn't get a hold of him until just before coming upstairs.
Okay. So it wasn't my fault that I got here right before showtime.
No, I'm just saying I haven't had a chance to talk to you about it yet. And now he calls back, said he's
Eddie, would you ask one of the, let me just look. Would you mind? Okay. Thank you. All right, somebody's going to go down there and help him right now.
And I don't care what you say, your email was not clear about what you wanted done.
It was enough to where somebody with some type of decision-making responsibilities would have handled it.
I wanted to do what you wanted for it. I wanted to talk to you, and I wanted to talk to you about it first. I'm just trying to be responsible and get done what you wanted done.
Why is it here? Did I say bring it up here? Read the email again. Oh, wait.
It says,
I want his cash.
Call this guy, which I did, and see where it is, which I did, and find out if we can get it to the ticket.
Why is it here?
He didn't want to take it there, so I needed to find out what you wanted done with the casket.
Why is it here?
Because he brought it here on his own. I didn't tell him to bring it here.
Give me just a second. I'm going to ask. Mm-hmm. How many people think Dan is wrong?
I do.
All right. Okay.
You just want more money.
Mm-hmm. I know. Don't run.
Oh, there you go.
That's all I wanted. All right. What is it, Alan?
Hey, you were wrong title.
Say it again. Your phone cut out.
You were wrong about one of the song titles.
Which one?
The Allman Brothers.
Yeah.
That was Jessica.
Was it Jessica?
It was an instrumental off of Brothers and Sisters. It wasn't Ramblin' Man.
I had Ramblin' Man.
Yeah, I was born Ramblin' Man.
No, I think you may be right.
We'll play that.
No.
What cut was it?
Track 8.
All right, hang on a second. You may be right there.
It was an instrumental.
I know, you may be right.
Shock them all.
He's right, that's Jessica. Yeah, Ramblin' Man, the intro, the vocals have kicked in by now.
Yeah. That's right.
All right, thanks, Alan.
You're welcome.
All right, so take a point away from you, Chad. All right, what track did we leave off on, Eddie? 20?
Yes.
All right. See, we get to the ticket. It ends up in our lobby. Say anywhere in the email.
I'm not going to say anything else about it.
Does it say anywhere in the email to bring it to our lobby?
I didn't tell him to bring it here. He did it all by his lonesome.
When you said, can you take it to the ticket, did he say?
He said, I'd rather not because I don't know what kind of trouble I'm going to get into. I said, let me talk to Russ. And he just brought the damn thing up here on his own.
Okay. Well, it's handled. Once again, you are wrong. Yeah,
the wrong guy.
Yeah, that's all right. All right, here we go. Everybody ready? We're picking up where we left off. What's the score, by the way?
Right now, let's see. Dan has 0. I have 3. You have 12.
Okay.
JD. Barry Manilow trying to get the feeling.
Dan.
Go ahead, Dan.
That's the Walk Like an Egyptian. What's the name of the band?
Uh-oh, you don't know.
Go-Go's.
No!
Who was it?
Bengals.
Oh, Bengals, yeah.
Excuse me, I still get a chance.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad.
Oh, too late. Well, JD's wrong now.
Yeah, JD wrong.
I'm just kidding. You cringe every time.
Next one. Only 18 more. Russ, Beatles, Yellow Submarine. Thank you.
Oh, God.
Just get 21?
Yeah, possibly. Here we go. Russ, Beach Boys,
JD.
Dan.
Go, JD.
It's Beach Boys, Kokomo.
Yeah. All right. Sorry, I locked up.
Hey. Sosie.
What am I going back to? 23? All right. I got this one.
Oh, different song. Jive Talk and Bee Gees.
All right.
Daniel. You get one. Thank you, Dan.
Russ, hit me with your best shot. Pat Benatar. Oh.
He was sweating.
Oh, I was thinking Joan Jett.
That's what I looked at.
Oh, it wasn't my guess, Eddie.
Oh. Get off the floor, Chris. God.
Dan.
There you go.
Beach Boys, Surfing USA.
Incorrect.
Actually, that is correct, too. Chuck Berry also used it, Sweet Little 16. Yeah.
Oh.
But the Beach Boys also did it as well.
I got it written down as Chuck Berry.
Sorry. Dan was right.
Yeah.
The Beach Boys used exactly the same thing.
I'll give him a point.
Eddie still got to shock him, though. Russ. Boston, long time. Next one. Russ, box top's the letter.
Correct.
Thank you.
That's right.
Joe Cocker also did it as well. Thank you.
I'm out.
I'm even giving you guys extra time.
You are. You're good at this.
I'll give you a hint.
JD. James Brown. I feel good.
Correct.
All right.
JD.
Oh,
never mind.
pussy! ZZ Top. God bless
Dan.
Go, Dan.
It's Rainy Days and Mondays, and it's the Carpenters.
Sorry, man. I had to help my image.
What is it? Is this like some kind of Freudian thing with you?
No, I
jumped all over.
I had the Carpenters CD.
Best of.
I had Barry Manilow.
Right next to the Sound of Music.
Who won?
What? Dan got that one.
Dan got that one.
Russ, Tequila by the Champs. Thank you. Russ, Ray Charles, what'd I say?
I don't even know that song.
Thank you.
25 or 6 to 4. It's Chicago.
Yeah. Dan gets the one with the horns in it.
Coming up, yeah.
Russ, Eric Clapton, Lay Down Sally. Russ, Creedence Clearwater Revival, Who'll Stop the Rain. Thank you.
There's no fun with that Everett here.
Why?
Because he's good at this too. You two are both.
I'm not any more into music than you are.
But you worked at that oldie station. You had to play all that stuff over and over again. You got it all memorized.
It's not important.
Yeah, sure it's not.
I worked at a public radio station.
Russ, the Crystals to Do Run Run. Also by, who was that punk in the 70s? Sean Cassidy.
Yeah.
No, that's not right.
That ain't right.
Look at him jump.
No, it was Sean Cassidy.
Yeah, it was.
I'll make a few more.
I don't know who does it.
Russ.
Let's go.
Theme from the Honeymooners. Oh, I got it now. Go ahead, JD.
38 Special Hot Blood. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Well, it's Hot Blooded. Wrong band. Is that Hot Blooded?
No. Dan, you want some?
No, I thought it was Hot Blooded too.
No, it's My Woman from Tokyo. It's Deep Purple.
Oh. That's it, Deep Purple.
Don't say that's it, Deep Purple.
Sorry, buddy. Justin, I apologize. Didn't say Barry Manilow.
Russ, I crap blood.
They will in a minute.
There you go.
What was that?
You'll know in a second. I don't know yet. One of you jump in.
I don't know.
Looks like they're both wrong.
Oh, dear.
What was it, Eddie?
The Go-Go's, our lips are sealed.
Is 40 the last one?
I want to get that.
Yeah.
All right.
Did you just get 39?
I don't know, possibly. Yes, I'm afraid I did.
Oh, no.
close. That's right. Listen to that again. Huh? I didn't guess. I'm not going to get this. Who is it?
Everyone's a winner.
Hot chocolate. I should have gotten that. And here we go. Last one.
Okay.
Dan.
Dan, go ahead.
It's, oh, God, what's the name of the band?
Oh, no.
In the Navy.
Your turn's over. Go ahead, JD.
JD.
Go ahead.
YMCA.
What? No. That's not the name of the band.
Dang it. Russ, go.
In the Navy. The Village People.
Village People.
I just want to wait till he's at him. All right, what's the score there?
Final score, let's see here. Dan for Chris has 4. JD for Dustin has 5. And Russ for Chad has 16.
Tell him what he's got, Daniel.
All right, congratulations. You win a Condoms to Go prize pack featuring a variety of condoms, lotions, lubricants, and incense, plus a copy of Evolution 4x42 through the PC, courtesy of God Game Software.
More of the Russ Martin Show coming right up. Call Russ now at 214-787-1053.
All right. 601. John David Ryan is here. Producer Dan Lewis, associate producer Eddie Boyd, Jonathan Dodge. Are you supposed to be here or not?
Sure.
Al Brumley's here. Any particular reason?
Hi. No, I just want to stop up and say hello.
You realize this is starting to affect your credibility with the newspaper and being objective when you write.
That's a shot gone out the window a long time ago.
Because anytime we get something in print in the morning news, I get emails from everybody. Hey, what does Brumley taste like?
Only some other radio people that are
you
just
got Brumley
jealous.
you got Brumley in your back pocket.
Yeah.
Just like the mayor.
Yeah. It's just the fact that the ratings happen to be high. You have to write about the people that are on top.
Well, that's my main excuse.
Were
the ratings not here? And in fact, I can go back and I can read articles that Al would write about the show.
Mm-hmm. You guys like hear a bear in a cave or anything?
He didn't hear that, did he? He didn't hear it.
You can't hear yourself breathing?
Oh, Jesus. Start that again.
They got to start nothing.
Play it back for you.
I ain't got to play nothing back. It sounds like Darth Vader walked in. Anyway, you could go back and read the stories that he wrote about this show. And even though there's plenty of reason to write it because of the ratings, you see him going like that extra mile to justify the fact. You do, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Justify the fact that there is a reason to write. It's like when he did the Martin Chronicles.
Yeah.
It was good. Well, then you read the thing. He went on to add, because he never writes about the trends, the things that come out every month. Only the thing that you get every 3 months.
Mm-hmm. Right.
That particular time he mentioned the trends. More surprisingly, they happen to be number 1. Just so nobody crawls up his butt.
But like I said, it's out the window. It's gone. It's shot. You know, I don't even care anymore.
They give you any grief for the morning news?
No.
It's always very objective writing. Very, very objective. Very factual. Very to the point.
Do my best.
Thank you.
When are you guys moving?
Soon. I don't know. Probably August. They suspected June, but it ain't going to happen that soon. That's when our new studios will be ready. Dan, who's on the hot?
It's Johnny from Operation Kindness.
The person on line 1, are they pissed off?
Go ahead and take the call.
All right. Hold on, Johnny. What is it, Damon?
Hey, Russ.
Yes.
If your ratings are so good, how come you're not syndicated yet?
I want to be. That's come up many times, and I've answered that question many times.
Well, excuse me. I had one more thing for you.
Mm-hmm.
That perspiration problem you have,
yes.
Try some deodorant.
I have deodorant. I use deodorant.
All right.
Well, wait a minute. Which deodorant should I be using? So he's trying to be a jackass.
Degree.
What kind?
Degree.
That's a normal thing. I need something a little extra strength.
Well, take some of that herbal stuff that you rub underneath your arms, and it's supposed to stop sweating.
What is that?
I don't know. I'm not an information pod.
Well, you're the guy that called up with all the information for me.
us.
Well.
And what was the whole purpose of the ratings and the syndication thing? Obviously, you were going to go someplace else, and your little boat sunk.
No, I was just curious about the...
I've addressed it. You seem to know about my sweating problem. Certainly, you have heard me address that before.
No, I haven't heard you address it before. That's why I asked. See how that works?
Did I cover that very well for you?
Yeah.
Do you think you understand it now? Would you like me to cover it at length?
See how that works?
Yeah, I covered it at length.
Because I don't want to. Do I?
Is he called Ron Chapman to ask Ron if
Yeah. Did you ask Chapman the same thing?
Yeah, you want me to?
You're more than welcome to. The question went so well here on this station. Go ahead and call Chapman.
Okay.
Call us back when you're number one.
Are these like leftovers from Ron and Don that just can't kill themselves?
I guess so. I still see email into the station.
What?
Rachel answers all the
Ron and Don suck?
No,
they still
She
suck.
answers the station email, and there's still the occasional Ron and Don fan out there. Bring them back.
We're not bringing them back.
Not a chance.
They just got hired in Seattle.
Yeah. Like Seattle dick with them for a while.
Weren't they in Seattle before?
I don't know.
Who knows?
Who wants to bet? Who wants some cash before we get Johnny on?
I can't lose any money today.
That their average spent time in the market is about a year, right?
Yeah, about 18 months.
Yeah. Who wants to bet? When do they start there, Al? Do you know?
They may have already started. It's pretty soon, if not already.
All right.
Yeah.
So, what is this, March?
This would be March 1st.
I bet they're gone by... I'll even go March of next year. I'll say February of next year. March, because that's a year contract.
Yeah. That's it.
Anybody want to go any longer?
It's not a fair bet.
Al, want some? You think they'll be there more than a year?
Yeah.
Okay. What would you like to bet?
Are they doing mornings?
What's your normal bet around here?
Are they doing mornings there?
You know, I honestly don't. I can't remember the day part.
Well, Dan's nodding his head. Yes, they are. I'll bet $300. Five mornings?
I'm in 5.
Yeah. 5. We're going 5 around the block. $500. It's mornings.
$500.
Seattle mornings.
Good Lord. I'm not a number one afternoon drive disc jockey.
I'm giving you ample. We'll do odds here.
I can't afford a $500 bet.
Obviously, you're not very convinced.
I got to make an Eddie kind of bet.
Okay.
I'll
but
bet,
you got your own
I'll go 50.
$50?
Yeah.
All right. It's not really worth my time, but okay.
I'll give them a year and a half.
Okay. By March of next year. Go on.
I think you're right.
March or February?
March 1st.
March 1st.
Okay. If they just know, I give them exactly a year.
Okay.
Hi, Johnny.
Hi, Russ.
How are you?
I'm all right. How are you? Hi, Al.
Hi, Johnny.
How are you?
Great.
Good.
Jay, how are you?
Doing okay. Actually, my shoulder hurts.
Dan,
What
how you
about
doing?
Daniel?
I already spoke to Dan.
Okay,
spoke
fine.
to Eddie.
I got it. What are we doing
Hey,
this?
Everett.
What are we doing? Everett's not here.
Oh, okay. Heard his commercial a while ago. I thought he was.
What are we doing this week at the animal shelter?
Well, we hope we're adopting out lots of cats and dogs.
What do you have special?
We have Smokey, a 4-year-old, cute little long-haired dachshund, 14 pounds, cute, quiet little guy, great little lap dog.
We have a video we're going to be doing later. We need some cats.
Russ. No, we don't.
We talked about that before.
All right, never mind.
And we have 8 8-week-old kittens, an orange, and a whole mixture, an orange tabby, 2 little tortoiseshell kittens.
8 week old?
8 weeks old. Just came in. 2 little Duluth calicos and 3 beautiful little white ones.
Just adorable.
Perfect.
They are indeed.
Any special needs this week? I know you guys people don't know you need bleach, blankets, crap like that.
We need somebody with actually there are 2 needs. Somebody with a 24-foot ladder.
What's that for?
You know how we have those skylights? And 3, we have 3 really, really tall skylights.
She can't just immediately get to the point.
When they
built the building,
and our 16-foot ladder, extension ladder.
I'm going to take everything she said and condense it into 5 seconds. Okay. All right, so you have something busted you need to reach.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No matter what I say, if I speed it up, you give me a hard time.
I don't know, why do you got to tell people? Well, you know that we have the skylights. The glass was actually made in Uruguay, and it was shipped over here special, and it's 18 feet above ground level. Sometimes during the winter it fogs up when we stand and we look upside. I just want to know, did you need to reach something?
Well, why do you think we need a ladder, a 24-foot
I don't know. Maybe it's a new trick with a cat.
Do you need any Dr. Pepper? Because we got lots.
Sure.
Do you really?
Send us some DP.
Well, we can give them to the volunteers.
Yeah, okay. What do we got?
60 cases.
Yeah, we got 60 cases.
Oh, wow.
We mentioned Dr. Pepper this week?
Yes.
Earlier this week, and they sent up 60 cases. Do we have any more coming?
We have our bowl-a-thon coming up next month. We can let people drink it.
Okay, you can have it there.
Okay.
Nothing else? You're going to have to come get it.
60 cases of Dr. Pepper?
Well, you can't have it all.
You deliver it.
No, you come get it.
No.
Why?
Well, hey, we're on your way home practically.
You come get it. You want it, come get it.
Okay.
Is there a reason why you can't? It's not that far.
It's not that far. Well, yeah, it's not that far. So
all right, then come get it.
So we also need somebody who might be interested in servicing our van.
Yeah, come get it in the van.
Well, we need some service on the van.
What's wrong with it?
Well, it needs an oil change, needs a transmission checked. The back, it's a cargo van, and the back door we can't open from the outside.
Yes.
And the airbag light comes on.
So you basically need a new van.
Well, that would be really nice. It's a 94,
yeah.
Our only vehicle.
Okay.
But if somebody would really give us a good deal, we had one.
There's an animal shelter up north that would probably like to use the muffler off of it. No.
Oh, that's down south. But
whatever. Gainesville. Sorry, my mistake.
West of Waco. Yeah, we've been talking with them. We've been trying to help them with some supplies.
Really?
Yeah, we offered to drive.
Anybody that doesn't know, is it Gainesville, right?
Gatesville.
All right. They have the best that they have. It's a shelter out there.
The city shelter.
When they euthanize, it's a city shelter.
Mm-hmm.
When they euthanize an animal, they stick it in an area, and they got an exhaust pipe shoved in there from an old police car. They crank it up. They put them to sleep.
Yeah.
Which, you know what? If that's the best they can do.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know if
that's what they said.
I don't know if it's painful or not. Oh, and Johnny, we're playing swap shop now. Yeah, James?
Hey, Russ, you were looking for a 24-foot ladder for Operation Kindness?
Yes.
Didn't you drop one of those on your Mach 5 the other day?
You suck.
That's kind of fun.
Mm-hmm. All right, Johnny, we'll see what we can hunt down.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, bet.
Bye.
972-418-PAWS, P-A-W-S. The website is operationkindness.org.
As much as Home Depot is plugs you give them, you should get a free ladder. You talk about them all the time.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that they're not client on this station.
Yeah. Have you seen our sales department?
It's like walking out to a morgue every day. Glassy stairs.
Can't sell anything. Number one across the board. Can't sell it.
Somebody's selling this bastard. Go ahead, Kathy. You're on the air.
Hey, Ross.
Yes?
I just heard you talking about Where's the Ron and Don?
Yeah.
But anyway, they started today, March 1st. I was just reading Robert Philbott's column from Monday.
Yeah.
It's just a short paragraph if you want me to read it to you.
Sure, go right ahead.
Okay, it says, where are they now? Ron and Don, the midday host who are dropped by KYNG 105.3, the talk that rocks.
Is there any food left from Wings? Over Texas. Wings over Garland.
Wings over Texas.
Wings over Garland.
Yes. There was some in the syndication.
What is it called? Wild Wings?
It's Wild Over Wings. They're in Garland on Broadway.
Wild Over Wings in Garland. Is there any food left?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll bring it back in.
Yeah. I like some of the wings.
There's some
they brought dessert in there. Yeah, they brought some dessert, too. I like some of that.
WildOverWings.com, by the way.
Okay. They brought some fudge.
Yeah.
That's some little coconut cookies as well. The wings are really good.
That's what that says.
Okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
No problem. Thanks.
Need a break here, Eddie?
Yes, please.
Okay. We'll be right back.
Today.
That's the wrong button.
More of the Russ Martin Show coming right up.
All right. So I guess the fact that I asked you not to drink in the studio just kind of went in one ear and came out the other.
Not at all.
Are you drinking?
Yes. I said I'm sorry. I apologize.
Didn't we just address this like a couple of weeks ago?
Yes, we did.
Well, what happened?
Nothing.
You think I wouldn't notice? So now you're lying to me.
I didn't lie. You didn't ask.
I said not to.
That's not lying.
Are you drinking?
I admitted that. As soon as you asked, did I admit it? That's not lying.
You did it behind my back.
I did not behind your back, friend.
Did I ask you not to do it?
Right in front of your face.
Did I ask you not to do it?
Yes.
How about this? If it happens,
I said I was sorry.
This just happened a couple of weeks ago. I'm going to drink and I'm going to say ugly things.
Oh, no. Okay. Oh, great. How come you and Dan can drink and I can't?
It's in my contract, and I put up with a lot of crap at radio for years. You got to dance out of it for a while.
How did I get... I put up with a lot of crap, too.
Not the stuff I had to go through.
Yes. Oh, please.
Hold on, I got to see.
It's the Russ Martin Show.
Oh,
Phew.
I forgot. Yeah, that. Okay.
And there was Reed wasting my morning trying to get bonuses for you guys and raises.
And yourself as a millionaire.
You.
Cash.
You. Sorry. Was that clear?
That was clear.
Are you sure?
I heard that. I didn't take my headphones off.
Just in case you missed it the first time.
Sure. Okay.
I want you to. Thank you.
I heard that. I got it.
I will now take a phone call, and then we'll do some news.
Okay.
What is it, Cecilia?
Hi, Russ. Do you have a Chihuahua?
Yes.
Okay. The reason I'm asking is because my boyfriend loves your show, and we have 2 Chihuahuas.
Good.
And he was saying that you never get to go out of town because you never have anybody to watch them. Mm-hmm. So I thought I'd offer, since, we have Chihuahuas, and we could be good, watchers for your dog.
No, thank you.
Okay. Sorry.
That's okay.
Okay.
I can't help it. I'm going to turn my dog loose to strangers.
Not going to happen.
We love your dog. Very tender.
And juicy.
A little stringy because we left her on the pit too long.
So on our vacation, are we staying in town shooting the movie, or can I?
Who the hell knows? I am so sick of this movie. The whole purpose of Eddie and Bruce from the Superstore, and everybody else to meet this past, when'd you meet, Wednesday? Wednesday. The whole purpose of that was for them to go, all right, here's what we're going to shoot. Right. Eddie was going to go, okay, that sounds good, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Nobody came to the meeting with any ideas. The whole idea for the meeting was to say where we're going to shoot, what times, and how we were going to get this done. Right. Whether we needed to build sets or we're going to shoot in houses. And what was the disposition of the meeting, Eddie?
Can we do a shout-out over the air and see if somebody will let us shoot in their house?
I'm doing shout-outs.
That was pretty much it.
I'm making plans for the week then.
Yeah, I thought about it last night. I think we should just blow.
I'm going to go see my kid.
Well, first of all, if we got to redo auditions because we waited so long from when we shot last year. When we shoot? August?
Yeah.
Yeah, late summer. It was hot. Remember how hot it was?
Africa hot.
Tarzan.
And the more I think about the days that we shot out in Milford, I don't even know if Milford's going to let us use their uniforms or logos anymore. They got a different mayor down there.
Right.
But just that entire day that was wasted, where they took that old empty shed, cleaned it out, and made it sort of look like a morgue. We could have taken any office building anywhere and done that in an hour and a half.
Correct.
This was an all-day extravaganza to shoot, what, maybe a 2-minute scene?
Maybe less, yeah.
Those days are gone.
Okay. I hope so. That was miserable.
Had everything gone a lot quicker back then, everybody would have stayed excited about it. After 2 days of shooting maybe a minute and a half, that was just absurd. All day to light a police car in an alley.
I'm with you. We took all day to shoot my scene with me getting up to Tookus, which takes about 30 seconds. And that was...
Why would that take that long?
We got there at 9 a.m. We walked out at 4 p.m. What is that? 7 hours?
Absurd is what it is.
30 seconds on film. That's what they do in movies.
We didn't have that luxury.
Thank you.
With as much as we had to shoot, there was no way we were going to get that thing done. And then after that, who wants to go back and waste an entire day?
We'll shoot it. It'll be fun. It's a great film. It's a great script.
Well, we're going to have to probably start from zero. And I'm going to be a sergeant this time. How you got to be a sergeant? I was something less is retarded.
It was just a shirt.
Yank the stripes off.
All right.
Stop drinking in here.
Can I drink if I yank the stripes?
No. What, Eddie?
You want me to find a new town? Closer?
I hate to screw Milford. Yeah, find somebody closer.
They've been good to us. That little town is perfect.
It's forever.
I know. One day exterior.
It's forever.
And besides, our buddy is not mayor anymore.
Yeah, it's a new mayor. They probably don't even like us.
They do, but the city's just, it looks like a movie set. It's hard to find someplace like that with a water tower that hasn't been changed since '82. And
I'm sorry. Let me put it this way.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't want to.
Okay.
I don't want to drive to Milford. I love the town. They're sweet people. I appreciate what they did for us. I don't want to.
Okay.
It's too far.
Right.
It's not here.
Okay.
It's away from here. It's almost as far from here as you could be without being someplace else.
I gotcha.
I don't want to go.
We have the
I don't want to make the drive. I don't want to see it anymore.
Okay. So I got to change. So the Tuka scene has to be redone because I'm wearing a Milford cop uniform.
You're on assignment. You're on loan.
Okay. To Milford. Just checking.
Yes, I guess we're going to have to reshoot that.
I'm not doing that again.
Why not?
I'm not doing that. I guess I'm not.
Why?
Just write it out. Write it out of the movie. Because I've done it twice. The first time the tape screwed up.
That's not my fault.
I'm not doing it again.
I got to reshoot scenes.
I'm not doing it. Not if you getting it up the tuchus.
Did you actually have something penetrate your boot?
That's not the point.
Did something go in your boot?
No.
Okay.
I'm not doing it again.
Why?
I'm done. I'm out.
I guess you're out of the movie then.
Fine. All that cash won't be in my pocket. What?
Hold on, I'm having a little drink.
Oh, man.
What else would you like to be out of?
Al, you got any openings at the Dallas Spring News? Throw in the paper.
Circulation. Go ahead, you're on the air.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
I wanted to tell you about Salina. It's just maybe 20, 30 minutes north. A little small town, water tower like what you're talking about.
What, Eddie?
It's a very nice town. I used to go to the doctor out there.
All right, it's north of what?
North of Dallas, Fort Worth.
Yeah, it's just straight up 75.
Okay, thanks. Do what, Eddie?
It's straight up 75, just north of McKinney.
You're talking to Eddie. We went shooting last weekend. It was 2.5 hours to where we went. He goes, this is by my house.
Yeah.
It was forever.
I want someplace near the station. We'll go shoot the exteriors with all the police cars someplace close. Certainly someplace like McKinney, Allen. They have police departments, don't they?
Frisco?
Yeah.
Frisco? Frisco loves us. Home of the Fighting Coons.
I'm sure Melissa's a lovely little town.
Where's Melissa?
Just north of McKinney.
Of the woods.
North of McKinney. I always think north of Richardson.
When I say north of McKinney, it's just like just north of McKinney, and they have liquor stores there.
Somebody will call. The only thing good about Milford is we knew the mayor. The mayor called in.
Oh, he's gone now. He's not mayor. He's no more. We don't have him in our back pocket.
And get rid of those uniforms, okay?
Oh, we keep the uniforms.
No. Okay.
For other stuff.
Okay.
All right, you got the new stuff loaded, Eddie?
Yep.
All right, you ready?
Absolutely.
Okay. 629, J.D. Ryan's on the new 105.3 FM Talk with us.
Thank you, Russ. Brought to us by Quiznos. Toasted tastes better. Even the world's richest people feel the sting of the global economic downturn and the fight against terrorism that made it harder to make a buck and keep it. The world's rarefied club of billionaires dropped 83 members this year to 497 as recession and fallout from the terrorist attack reduced their wealth. Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates lost $6 billion last year. That didn't keep him from being number one on the list, by the way. Right behind number two was Warren Buffett with $35 billion.
He's in town next week.
Who is? Warren Buffett?
No.
Warren Buffett's in town?
Isn't he?
You're thinking of Jimmy Buffett.
Never mind.
Jimmy. All right. Police found a mummified corpse yesterday in the apartment of a...
Are you sure it's not Warren Buffett?
No, different guy.
You think of maybe Warren Zevon.
Shut up.
Police found a mummified corpse yesterday in the apartment of a billiard hall employee who says the body is his mother's. Police believe the woman had been dead a considerable length of time, though they had not yet determined the cause or time of her death. The body was in a bedroom, lying on top of one mattress and covered by a blanket and another mattress. The remains were in a state of mummification and completely dehydrated. A lease showed that the apartment, which had not had electricity for 6 months, had been rented by a man and an elderly woman. The apartment was ankle deep in pornographic magazines with cat food and cat feces strewn about. Right above the guy.
You can't be a nut without cat grunt. Or just something else.
Something about
this is in Houston.
It sounds normal all the way up till you get to the cat grunt being all over the place, and then you finally go, nut.
Yeah.
The guy on the billiard hall, his mother was dead upstairs for months. And
that don't make any difference. You're not officially a nut until you smear cat grunt all over yourself.
He never checked on her.
You wait. Next time I kill somebody,
Bobby.
I'm heading straight to a cat's ass.
Mom ain't coming down. Yeah, I'll get over it. All right.
Don't need Everett. I got cat butt.
Yeah, there you go. The job market might be tight, but at least one firm is doing more than hiring. Let's see here. The FBI wants 930 more special agents by September 30th. A recruitment drive prompted by the threat of terrorism and the fact many agents are nearing the mandatory retirement age of 57 if you're in the FBI. The FBI has about 1,150 agents right now, a number they'd like to boost to about 12,000. So if you're into that, go call the FBI. Very nice. Okay.
Thank you.
A Roseville police officer got more than he expected with his soft shell taco during a recent dinner break. Officer Joe Spark was preparing to eat a taco at Taco John's when he noticed a dark green substance which looked and smelled like marijuana. No. The Ramsey County Attorney's Office has charged Jacob Furry, 19 years of age, with one count of sale and a controlled substance with a fifth-degree felony. When Spark returned to the restaurant, he interviewed Furry, who told him that he'd been handed the marijuana by another employee and sprinkled it over the officer's taco. I want to see.
Didn't somebody here locally do that last year
to a cop?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah,
or it did.
Yeah,
it's like in Fort Worth or something, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it was. Yeah. They still stuff it. Yeah.
It was in the breakfast tacos. It was in taquitos.
Yeah.
Whataburger.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Want to see pictures of Leanne Rimes in her wedding dress?
Yeah.
Well, go on rhymestimes.com and then click latest news. There's a picture of her in her sleeveless white wedding gown next to her husband, Dean Sheramet.
Yeah.
Big times to be had by all.
Yeah.
And let's see here. The families of the victims killed in the World Trade Center attack have been pleading with CBS not to air an upcoming special, which will show exclusive footage shot from inside the World Trade Center shortly before its collapse. One letter to CBS on behalf of the American Red Cross and the United Way reads, quote, any media event that indiscriminately broadcasts the graphic horrors of that day will disrupt the healing process, end quote. Most sponsors won't even touch it. However, Nextel, the phone people, have bought the whole thing. They bought it out. So they said it's going to run without commercials. Obviously, Nextel will be sprinkled in there somewhere. But that's
probably at the beginning and the end.
Most likely. That's going to be on March 10th at 8 o'clock our time. Sunday morning.
It doesn't show any destruction, does it?
There's some exclusive footage of cameras that were inside at the time of the destruction, right before the
when the plane actually came in?
Right. And there was a camera crew apparently inside shooting something else totally unrelated, and they got some footage that nobody's seen yet. Well, I'm just saying, they didn't rush in. They were already there. And they shot some stuff, and that's apparently going to be part of the big deal. But everybody's saying, don't air this. You know, all the victims and people are saying, don't do this, and CBS is going, we're going to pay Russ Martin's contract. No.
Try drag me into.
There's news and information brought to us by Quiznos. I'm J.D. Ryan on the Talk That Rocks Texas. Sunny 105.3 FM Talk.
More of the Russ Martin Show coming right up.
All right. That came out of what?
Cosmo.
Hold on. We can do one more check on traffic. Jonathan's in the car. He's been on the ground for a while.
After years, the transom got rotten.
What are you listening to?
Alan Jackson.
What?
What are you listening to?
Alan Jackson. Why?
Is it Alan Jackson?
Yeah, absolutely.
You got one?
You want to hear some? I can't take away, baby.
That's a wolf.
Why are we doing traffic so late?
Money.
Do you have anything?
Hold on. Yeah, this report brought to you by Boontown and Western Warehouse. Oddly enough, that's the northbound I-45 on the ramp to westbound I-30. Watch out for the accident there. Northbound I-35 Simmons after 635 there's an accident. It's on the ramp from eastbound 635 causing a heavy delay. Northbound I-35, Simmons and Walnut Hill, there's an accident block in the left lane. Other than that, things moving pretty good in Dallas-Fort Worth. This report brought to you by Randall Doe. That's traffic. I'm Jonathan Dodge in the new 105.3 FM. White lighted. Hi.
Thanks.
All right, here we go. Scattered showers tonight, maybe a few thunderstorms. No, it's going to see 37 for the overnight.
Squeeze it harder.
Go ahead. What's for? All right, scattered rain tonight, few thunderstorms, 37 for the overnight low. Cloudy, rainy, and cold, really cold tomorrow. Highs are going to be in the 30s. By Saturday night, down to the mid-20s, so a really cold weekend in store. Basically, we have 54 degrees now at the Talk to Rocks, Texas, the new 105.3 FM Talk.
All right, so the other thing is what?
It's Cosmo Magazine. It's just questions you should ask if your boyfriend ever cheats on you. This is from the chick's perspective. Obviously, it's Cosmo. So it's, if your boyfriend cheats on you, will he cheat again?
Yes.
And there's questions you should ask.
There's more than one question?
There's 4.
What was the first question? Will he cheat again? Yes.
No, that's not the question.
Well, that's all there needs to be.
Well, no. There's guys that cheat that don't cheat again. There's guys that stray that don't do it again.
Yes. No, they're not.
Well, okay, this is Cosmo. So they ask.
Crank the air down with you.
All right, it's already a 64.
Well, then something's wrong because it's hotter than crap in here.
Yes, it is. Were you the other woman at one time? Basically, before you guys started going out, did he cheat on his prior girlfriend with you?
Oh, but he won't cheat on me.
Yeah, exactly. If so, it's very likely.
Because our relationship, he left her for me because our relationship is so much stronger. We bonded.
There's so many chicks that believe that, too. It's like...
Chicks never think that guys have any ulterior motives.
If he ever cheated on his prior wife/girlfriend with you, whatever.
That's his pattern already.
Right.
You shouldn't be shocked. If he cheats on you, you shouldn't be shocked.
No. But they are.
Thank God chicks are stupid. Seriously. Think of all the crap that we pull on them to get in their pants, and they buy it every single time.
It's kind of funny.
You look tense. Let me massage your shoulders.
My favorite one.
I can't effectively massage your back. Your bra's in the way. I'll unsnap it. I won't play with any of the good stuff up front. I just want to rub your back.
My favorite is that.
Snap.
You look like Steve Martin just for a moment. Well, that was good.
No, that's exactly what you do. As soon as you get it done, you hard man.
Can't say that.
I'm playing with boobs.
Yes, there you go.
What were you about to say?
Nothing. My favorite is the foot massage because you're away from all the goodies. I mean, you're way down to the end of the feet. You're like, oh, I'm way down to the end of the legs. You're like, no, just do your feet.
I went out with a chick one time that had another boyfriend.
Yes.
This is sort of close to what you're talking about. Would touch my weenus with her foot, but with nothing else. So she wouldn't. She wasn't.
Stop.
I swear to God. So she wasn't lying.
When she said,
if I never grabbed his penis, or I've never grabbed another man's thing.
So she do it with her feet. That's okay.
What, Eddie?
That's just...
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
I had that.
I got a foot. You got a foot job?
Oh, absolutely.
You did not. She just rubbed. She didn't actually do the foot.
Yeah, I've had that.
You got a foot job.
Absolutely. I dated a girl that was very good at that.
Was it a monkey?
No. All right. Stop now.
Spider
Before
monkey.
he falls on the floor.
No, the spider monkey.
No. All right. Did you know?
Was it a monkey?
No. No, it's just a chick. But she.
How did she do it?
She was very good with her feet.
She go like this?
She would curl her toes. Yes.
All right, got both feet up like
and
this?
And the toes, and curl the toes.
How did she get her legs together?
She just curled the toes.
Like this?
Yeah, like that.
Well, how do you go up and down really quick?
It worked.
They can't go up and down quick enough with their hands.
It worked. Trust me.
How fast can I do it with my feet?
She was very good at it.
I think at that point it's not a matter of speed, but eroticism.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if
No, to me, it doesn't do a thing for me.
Actually, I've had several women do that.
I can't do it.
Well, you're into weird stuff. I mean, what if she got some sort of foot fungus or
please
passes that on to the weenus?
Right. Monkeys don't have foot fungus.
It's not a monkey.
No, they just got
not a monkey.
claws.
Not a monkey. Normal female. Number 2 question is
normal female.
Monkey.
Yeah, right.
She was not a monkey. Number 2 question is
explain the tale.
Did you establish exclusivity?
Exclusivity.
That's what I thought.
Shut up. He's addendum now.
Some guys will continue to mess around with other girls unless you've had the monogamy talk. quote unquote.
In the air. Yeah. Air quotes. Monogamy talk.
In other words, if you sat down and said, it's just you and me.
Oh, I love that because guys use that as an out all the time. She goes, were you out with somebody? You didn't say I couldn't. We never had that conversation. Yeah. Well, I thought we were only seeing each other. Whose fault is that? Next time ask. I told you communication was the key.
There you go. If you don't want to communicate, how can this relationship
You are
progress?
such an expert at turning someone's own words against them.
I don't think that's turning words.
That's turning words.
Yeah. You turn things around to where they are the guilty party.
There is nothing.
No matter what.
There is no greater joy in life than to go into a situation to where you're wrong and rub their face in it. And actually make them apologize. And before they're done, make them rub cat grunt all over their body as an apology. Yes. I'm sorry I did it. Rub cat grunt on yourself. And we'll call it evens.
Number 3, did he confess his crime? A guy who comes out and confesses his crime is likely tortured by guilt. That means he's less likely to do it again.
He will absolutely do it again.
Cosmo.
Who writes Cosmo? A bunch of chicks. A bunch of stupid chicks that believe that guys are sincere when they say, I'm sorry I cheated. No, I'm sorry. Am I about to blow number 4?
No, number 4 is actually kind of funny because you're leading that way.
Then go ahead and read number 4.
It's just, how did he apologize? If he was sincerely sorry, he made eye contact when he apologized. Which is what you do if you're trying to lie about being sincere.
Right.
If he hangs his head and looks the other way, even worse, if he shrugs it off, he's probably not sorry. He's just sorry he got caught.
Exactly. That's where I was going with that. I'm sorry that I got caught. I feel bad about myself because I wasn't smart enough to pull this off and keep your dopey ass from catching me.
If you're really good, you do the whole hand-holding thing. Tear.
Right.
If you can tear.
Crying's the best way to do. I love you so much. I know, honey. I love you so much. I know, honey.
But that's funny that even now, even this month, Cosmo is writing an article that's lying to women. They're lying to their own kind.
We got to start. We got to write a magazine. Nah, we don't. Let them be stupid.
There's Maxine's forgot.
Yeah, but they don't explain it. Nobody really touches on the reality. There's a chick on TV today was talking to Dick Clark or Danny Bonham, what's his face?
Danny Bonham, did she?
It said, women always know when their men are cheating. Oh, you don't. You don't have a stinking clue. Look at Al Brumley's wife. She ain't got a clue.
Oops. Sorry, Al.
Ouch. It hurt. Good, what's this guy's name on 1? I forget.
Jimmy.
Go ahead, Jimmy. You're on the air.
Yeah, I was wondering if Russ got his raise or his bonus
We're still
meeting with somebody this morning.
That's very kind of you to ask. We're still working on it.
Still working on it, huh? Well, I hope you don't get it.
Why?
Because you suck.
Why?
But I love your radio show. Have a good
day. In a weird way, I kind of want to make that the promo.
I love you, you suck.
You suck, but I love you.
I don't want you to get no raise because, hang on, my tater tots are ready. I gotta go. The bell threw me off.
That's good.
Love my tater gems. Go ahead, Eddie.
Hey, Ross.
Yep.
That's a tough act to follow, the guy before me.
Yeah.
Listen, I showed you the Ground Zero pictures last Friday.
Oh, it's our buddy, what do you do for a living, Eddie?
I'm a dispatcher down here in Texas, but in Richardson. But
dispatcher for police, fire, what?
Atlantis Mechanical. It's a contracting company.
Oh, okay.
But my brother's the city fireman.
Right. Eddie's brother is a fireman in New York that was MIA for about 3 or 4 hours the day of the attacks in
Hey,
September.
Russ, if I could get him to come down here, or if I can get him down here, I'm sure he'd have a hell of a story to tell.
Absolutely. Bring him down.
I'll see what I can do.
There are several New York firefighters that are touring right now. I believe there's one in Texas. Just going around and basically thanking, right now he's thanking the people in Texas for the support that went to New York when all this happened back in September.
Well, if I get him to come down, Russ, your word's good with me. I'll bring him up there. You put him on. He's got a hell of a tale to tell.
Just like I told you when you brought the New York firefighter shirt up. You guys, you two are welcome to come back.
I'll see what I can do, Russ.
Thanks, Eddie.
Take care, man.
All right.
Do we still have an invitation to Ground Zero?
Yeah. Who's the attorney that's working on it? Philip Ramirez. He's buddies with, who's the guy we're supporting for DA?
Finn.
Yeah, David Finn.
David Finn. He's buddies with him.
Okay.
David Fenn, we're going to get him elected as the Dallas DA. So we have somebody else. I got to get bigger pants.
Yeah, you do get.
Laura Miller's in the back pocket. We're going to get the DA. I can't wait to get him elected. I get the Batmobile.
I know, this is going to happen. I see it.
As I'm standing here, I'm going to get the Batmobile. I'm going to get one of those red stinking phones, and the only person that's going to have the phone number is David Fenn, the DA for the city of Dallas.
Big red light.
Not the chief of police?
Screw the chief of police.
It's bigger.
This is much bigger.
That was
when the DA calls you on the blower, I don't want to pick up the red phone and be Gary Coleman.
No.
What you talking about?
What you talking about, Batman? Break your egg?
Yeah.
What's the matter with you, Al?
Just shot Dr. Pepper's nose.
It's like being at the zoo.
More of the Russ Martin Show coming right up.
Jesus Christ. Did you plug it in?
There ain't no plug to plug it into. They have an extension cord run up to it. It's gone.
We got a great big on-air. That's one of the reasons people keep walking into the studio not knowing that we're on the air. Because the great big on-the-air light in this huge window. I asked, how come it's not coming on? It hasn't worked in months. And Dan's out there, jacking with it, slapping it on the side. I see the plug hanging down.
Dangling. Yeah.
I'm screaming. He can't hear me through the window. I'm screaming. What?
I couldn't see it from that angle.
Ain't got no gas in it.
I finally looked at what you were pointing at. Oh, there's a cord up
the
there.
cord's dangling.
Where did it used to be plugged into?
It was an extension cord. It's gone.
Why didn't they have it wired directly? There's a wall socket.
Because this place used to be country.
That's right. If you didn't have extension cords running everywhere, it wouldn't be right.
Great, big, beautiful orange, fluorescent orange extension cords running up the side of the wall. I'm surprised the studio's not tinted with foil. You know what we need to do when we get done? Let's go out in the lobby, take all the furniture, all the chairs and stuff, and paint all the legs white.
Okay. There's nothing wrong with country. Nothing wrong with country. Nothing.
Look at the way the studio looks.
This was okay. You got a point.
Out there in the lobby.
You win.
Reed and I had the conversation this morning when he came to the house.
Mm-hmm.
I went, please, dear God, do not let the new studios, say we work out a deal and we stay with the station, don't let the new studios look like Merle Haggard came in and went, and designed it all.
They did design.
Look at the furniture out there.
They designed it.
And what's the furniture out there in the lobby sitting on? A cowhide. Thank you.
They designed this when it was Young Country, and they haven't changed it. They don't spend money on that. They spend money on talent, not on equipment. Clearly. Not Dan and I, but...
What?
Nothing.
I told you guys earlier I had worked a deal with Reed, and I was going to be rich.
And what are we going to get?
To watch. Thank you for letting me use that twice today. I worked out bonus deals for you, Dan and Eddie.
Very nice.
The only problem is I have to agree to the contract before you guys get it.
Oh.
The deal I was trying to work, I shared with JD so far. I haven't shared it with you, Dan.
Okay.
I was trying to get you guys just bonus money just for this year without me having to sign anything.
Right.
They won't do that.
They want you to renegotiate the remaining
They
year.
want us to sign through 2005.
That's a bunch of years.
Are they giving you what you want? That's 3 years.
Well, that's
3 years. 2002 to 3.
2002, 3, 4, and 5.
It's 3 years. 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5 is 3 years.
Are you the same guy that said to tsunami?
I'm telling you, it's 3 years. Al?
Yes.
Thank you.
To tsunami.
Mm-hmm.
I'm batting 500.
You ever been to Bogota, Colombia?
No.
Okay.
Bogota.
You sure?
I'm positive.
All right. Anyway, so that's the deal. They want us to sign through...
They want you to sign.
Well, you guys are included in my contract. What are you making faces for? You drink one more time in the studio and get drunk and make a face like that.
JD wants his own contract.
What's wrong with my face? No, I don't.
All right, you guys want your own contracts? Here's what we'll do. Here's what I'll do to make this a lot easier. Shut up. Tushies. What? Tushies. Here we go. You guys will get your own contract. You can go in and negotiate with Reed on your own. You can listen about how great radio is in Chicago and Steve Dahl and WFIL and all this other crap that happened 40 years ago. You can sit through that. I
want drink.
Have ever sat through that again?
Well, at least we won't try to feed him dog turds out of a chip bag.
He reached into the turd bag and grabbed one himself. I never at any time went, Reed, go in the kitchen, take that half-filled bag of chips with turds in it and reach in there. See what you get.
Abby's droppings. That you collected throughout the house.
That doesn't make any
Why
difference.
Why you just throw them away?
I told you I'd already taken all the trash out. There were no what else?
Wait a minute.
What?
You put
Abby's droppings in a Frito-Lay bag.
You put Abby's droppings in a half full potato chip bag and then left it open on the kitchen counter?
Let's play a quick game. Who thinks Al is drunk? Hands?
I'm not drunk. When you knew the general manager of the station,
you are plowed.
I didn't fill up a half full bag of potato chips with my dog's droppings when my boss was coming over.
Look at that.
Hey, let's stay out till 8.
You want? Yeah. What do you want to talk about?
It's a drink.
What, Eddie?
We don't care like us. He could get a favor.
Al,
did he pull one out?
No, but he stuck his hand. All right, here's it. Did you catch the story earlier?
No, that's why I'm asking.
All right, I'll tell you. Reed was coming over. Look at him. Reed was coming over this morning at 8:30. Our general manager. To talk about my new contract. Or to try and renegotiate again. Because they offered one thing. I said, here's what I want. They back and forth. So he came over to the house this morning. Right before he got to the house, I run all around. I'm picking up Abby's turds. I grab a half-filled potato chip bag that I was done with anyway. And I run around the house, and I'm just throwing the turds in the bag. I go back to the kitchen. I throw the bag on the counter. Reed comes in, goes in there, sticks his hand in the bag. Now, I could have kept my mouth shut.
Yeah. Well, I just have two questions.
Mm-hmm.
Why were you done with a half-filled potato chip bag?
Guys, they were a few weeks old. I'd left it open. They were dry.
Why didn't you, once you were done picking up the refuse, throw it away?
I just explained that I had already taken out all the trash, so none of the trash cans had the liners in them.
Okay. All right.
Did I explain?
Yes, you did.
Thank you.
That's,
have another drink, Al.
Good move.
Here.
Yeah.
Chug a chug.
He's not drinking.
Chug chug.
Oh, no, not Southern Comfort. Very good. Set your technique down. Oh, dear God.
Oh.
I would puke.
What, Dan?
Nothing.
I would puke.
Just time to go.
All right. Hello, you're on the air. Yes? Hello.
I got a question for Russ.
Go ahead.
Why are there turds laying around just all over the place? You say you run around picking up turds?
Mm-hmm.
What are they doing just kind of laying all over the place?
I ain't got time to run around and pick up turds every single day.
So
you just leave them laying around?
Nobody sees them but me. They're nice, dried little turds. They don't sink into the carpet. I pick them up when company comes.
They're dry, so they've been sitting there for a couple days, too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so you just let Abby run around and turd all over your carpet and sit there and get dry.
Yeah.
So, okay, it's an Abby minefield.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, all right, just a second.
Yeah, when you had an apartment, I couldn't even come to your house.
Why?
It smelled like urine.
It did not smell like urine. I had a carpet cleaner.
It smelled like urine and dog feces. I could not.
You know why?
One time
because I'm a nut.
I made the
I would roll around in the carpet and rub all the dog feces on my body.
You know, sometimes you make a mistake and lay on someone's carpet. Oh, no. It was terrible.
You know what Everett.
Oh,
Newton.
yeah, he wins.
The one that looks like a map of the world.
Yeah. You go over to Everett's house, there are all kinds of stains all over the carpet. It looks like continents.
Mm-hmm. It does. That's the worst.
Yeah. And you know, of course, Valerie and Everett they go, what? This! Listen to me walk through your house. Don't you think maybe you should call somebody over here to suck that out? No. I'll be leaving then.
That's true. That's worse than your place.
Thank you. Okay. I see you waving, Eddie.
8 o'clock.
What are they? Who wants to stay on till 8? I don't have anything to talk about. I'm really out for the day.
All right.
I'll take these phone calls and we'll be done. Go ahead, you're on the air.
Hey, doesn't Russ have a lady who comes in and cleans her house for him?
No.
No?
No. I got to get somebody to clean my house that'll show up.
JD slept with her. He had to
Hey, but I got one funnier for you, Russ.
No, you don't. Yes, hello.
Hello?
JD, what? The chick that you're banging with the one ear, why don't you ask her to come clean up my house?
I banged her one time. It's from the building. She works here in the building.
Well, she's still a cleaning lady.
I don't know.
Next time she comes up, next time you're poking her, ask her in her good ear if she'll come over and clean up my house.
Both ears are good ears, and secondly, I don't speak her language.
You know what?
Speak her language. I don't speak Mexican.
I saw her just a couple of days ago. I'm getting on the elevator, and she's coming around the corner. She looked down at the floor. She just looked very shamefaced when I made eye contact with her, and
because she knows you guys talk about her.
How would she know? She doesn't speak English.
I don't know.
Limpia a casa de Russ.
What is that, Al?
I think you should hit the delay. I think you should hit the delay.
What was that?
Hit the delay. Too late. Eddie's gone.
Al looks over. Al looks over and goes, maybe she Russ. Eddie sees the whole thing of Al, trying to maintain some form of sobriety.
Yeah.
Laughs and hits the floor.
Dear God. This is the worst.
Say it again, Al.
Limpia a casa de Russ.
Yeah. Do the face again, though. That was the best part.
I don't know.
It looked like something like this. It was the Al Brumley bobblehead.
8 o'clock.
Yeah, we should really. We should go.
I take phone calls till 8.
Hello, you're on the air.
Dude.
Yeah.
It still boggles my mind that you're letting the dog poop on your carpet.
Why?
Because it comes out wet, right?
I'm not here to document it.
If you don't pick it up right immediately.
It doesn't soak into the carpet. It's a little chihuahua crap. It's all right.
Always has.
It dries by the time it hits the ground.
Man, you want to make furniture out of it.
Yeah, okay, great. All right, we're going home then.
All right,
hold on. Al, anything else you want to add before we go?
Can I say Arbitron on the air?
All right.
You are drunk, too.
Yeah, you got to bubble your head, though. Good.
Arbitron?
Yeah, okay, good. Good, Dan.
To learn more about the Russ Martin Show, to email anyone on the show, to get in the studio audience, or to get on the show's weekly email list, simply go to russmartin.com. To see the shocking perversion that is J.D. Ryan, go to johndavidryan.com. Visit Eddie's fascinating and dangerous website. Go to eddieboyd.com.
Hold on. Go ahead, you're on the air.
Yeah, hey, I'd like to ask you to throw my vote in the ring for y'all staying on till 8.
All right. Yes, hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
Is this Russ?
Yeah, what do you want?
Oh, I was just driving home. Just want to let you know that Lycos blows. You got.
All right, go ahead, Dan.
To visit my rarely updated, tired website, visit flipflopjesus.com. To email us during the show and only during the show, use the Russ Martin Show at hotmail.com. Thanks to Al Brumley for coming up. You can read his column about radio in Sunday's paper in the arts section. Thanks to Wild Over Wings in Garland, 5335 Broadway in Garland. You can check them out at wildoverwings.com. For information about the rest of the station, go to kyng.com.
Jesus Christ.
Bye, Al.
This is the worst.
Bye, Al. Why is it the worst?
Just saying, as far as us all being drunk.
I'm not drunk.
You had a quarter of a bottle of Southern Comfort.
I have not had that all by myself.
Who drank it?
I had a good drink.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I did.
There's Al Brumley, formerly of the Dallas Morning News, who just went,
family first. All right. My bad.
Go ahead, you're on the air.
Phones.
Yeah, does Al Brumley's tumor get bigger when he drinks?
All right, bye. We're gone. 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 All right, bye. We're gone.